But it's your phone, so I'll let you do it.
These are pretty strong. It's the only way it'll work. So I put 2 on the back. Twist this. And then just play your music. Is it going to work? If not, we can put it in here.
Let's get this good. It's good for right now. Probably won't be moving it tonight.
No, just play the music.
Yep.
And then mute us.
Yeah, we're
sound from you,
Right,
then we don't have to worry about copyright infringement.
correct.
Yeah,
Go live.
exactly.
That's what I was,
And there's 5G here, so if your hotspot's good, you should have a good internet.
there's no 5G here.
Yes, there is.
We don't have 5G in Ocala.
Well, T-Mobile's
Oh,
fake
T-Mobile.
5G.
Well, they have internet if this thing's going.
There's a dead cable right here.
If you
I'm
want,
assuming that's one of the cables.
yeah, but it's probably just Marion County, which is what you use, right?
Yeah, but we don't
What's
know
that?
what the speeds are.
What? $1?
But if you need an XLR cable, you know you can plug
Yeah,
it.
just come right out.
Yep.
That's what you did last year. And there is no copyright for us, 'cause
Right, right.
And John's not in the air, so it can't get doubles this week.
all those things are true.
What do you guys want to do for our
Hey,
sound?
it's already drizzling. It's already drizzling.
I mean, do you want to shoot from up here? These windows.
It's terrible from
I
up
know.
there because your range of motion is this big.
We might have to move your phone back to that.
Oh, that's not the problem, there's just no range of
No,
motion.
they're literally. I mean, you have to like dangle the
Lean out the
camera
window.
You're
outside.
better off out there and just get a trash bag.
Yeah. Get an umbrella. I got an umbrella in the car if you need it.
We won't be able to film it.
But we have an XLR cable if you want to plug in.
Okay. Go get the extension cord, and we'll come out of here.
Okay. The yellow one, right?
Yeah.
I think they're starting 10 minutes late, so we're fine.
Yeah, we pulled up. They said there were at least a 5-minute delay.
It's thundery now, it wasn't thundery.
And I think that's the Dan. I have one of the best. We're here to film a football game, honey.
Whoa, no way. What's Eric?
Lightning tracker. I have this set for 12 miles, and it beeps every time there's something. I'm gonna go ask Franklin if they've got a pop-up. I don't mind shooting under a forest pop-up.
They do. I don't, if they brought it, I don't know. Oh, well, you mean Franklin. Okay, yeah.
He's out on the field, he's right there at
Yeah.
Yeah,
35. He may be able to.
That would be ideal if you had a pop-up.
Yeah.
Then I can.
Except they're gonna pop it up right in front of us. This is forced, they don't share things.
So Westport, we don't have okay.
Do you see this press box?
How bad it is?
Is this not the biggest abomination of press
It's
boxes on the planet?
I was just saying, it's the worst press box in the county. And I put MCYFL in it too.
Listen, you better, okay? You better.
I'm
You're the
just saying.
clock operator?
We talking trash about it.
No, I broadcast many a game from MCYFL.
We might fight.
I,
All right, rule number 1. Do not touch that thing right there. Do not open the window, do not breathe on it, don't even make eye contact with it, okay?
divert your eyes.
Because this scoreboard is built on an old Indian burial ground, and it does stuff on its own.
God, I hate this press box.
No,
Well,
you
look, I
don't.
can't see.
Can't see that one.
You're gonna love it in about 20 minutes.
No, I'm
How old
not.
are you?
I broadcast from in the rain outside.
You got a
This
sense
is-
of humor?
this is
What's your name?
Sean, I have a sense of humor. I was thinking.
All
All right,
right, you're gonna need one when you out up here.
Tell Dan 4 minutes.
One.
One what?
Or whenever he
Well,
wants
it's
us to
5 right
go.
now.
Or whenever he wants us to go.
I was just shooting.
Yeah, yeah.
The kids are gonna be in the back.
Yeah.
The back gate. So that
Easy to read numbers tonight.
Oh, it's beautiful here.
This
There's
is
a
your
little-
ballerina.
there-
Horse is fantastic.
Theirs is the only one that I've seen yellow looks good.
You know why? Because Robin is
yourself.
playing the game with me.
Huh?
Robin is broadcasting.
I'm just messing with you. Come on.
Just like Steve has.
Yeah.
Little
We
run,
talking.
plus a bunch of teenagers here. So, I'm just seeing if there's a possibility on that time. Maybe
So 5 minutes unless you say otherwise.
Oh, 6:45, 6:40, right? Yeah.
And then I'll see you guys a little closer to half then. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Start the music up here. What I'm gonna do is I'll vacate it half.
You're not here?
I hand it over to the record. I guess you guys probably go first.
Everybody walking here?
This window will be open, you can set it right here where I'm at.
No, it's just audio. It's charging.
Yeah, but go here, back.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm still live.
Yeah, you got nobody.
So be closer to halftime. Thank you.
What's this one?
They're right up top here.
What's this one? Where'd you get these?
We were having a little tournament. It's cheer alumni night.
For real?
They have like all kinds of snacks and stuff.
Yeah, it's cheer alumni night, so it's gonna be Wednesday.
Well, write something down for me. You know,
First annual cheer alumni night.
that's not writing down.
I just
You know my memory's about 2.5 seconds long. Here, have this, back of this. Whatever you want.
It's time for Marion County High School football. Let's go.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
We are live here at Forest High School for the Marion County High School Football Game of the Week right here on WOCA The Source. I am Galen Unold, and I'm solo except for my mute producer who is Nick, and it's going to be a long game for all of us. Tonight we have two 0-2 teams. Actually, I'm sorry, Westport is 0-3. Westport has failed to score a touchdown tonight, so we're hoping we get some first. One team's going to get their first victory of the year, and hopefully Westport can get their first points of the season. And when we look at these two teams, it's really two teams that had a lot of potential coming into this season, and all of that was shattered because of the transfers. Both teams lost double-digit kids to other schools because of transfers, almost all of them going over to Trinity High School. John Brantley's doing a fine job over there of recruiting, and their record doesn't show it, though. Their record, they're pretty terrible. But again, both these teams have been decimated by transfers. When you look at the number of starters each one of these teams has lost, it's coming into the season, I thought these would be two of the top 4 teams in the county, and instead they're two of the teams on the bottom. I think right now the only team that's even that they can really compete with besides each other is probably Lake Weir. I think Bellevue's even increased a little bit in there with Brady Ackerman at his first year. But these are two coaches who know each other extremely well. Robin Williams, head coach at Forest High School. This is his 3rd year. He came from Forest High School, but he's also a quarterback right here at Forest High School. So he's an alum. He's got some roots right here in town, and he was really excited about this squad coming into the season, and then it kind of all fell apart. Really, the first week of school is when the majority of those guys transferred. So it's going to be an interesting game, and we'll see what Westport can do. Westport's defense, I think, is one of the best in the county, but offensively, they can't seem to get out of their own way. Between turnovers and penalties and drop passes and missed assignments, they've just had a ton, and I mean a literal ton of mistakes. If you look back at that game last week, and I went back and watched the film one more time last night, Westport should have scored 2 or 3 times. Drop balls after drop balls, and then when they did have a guy open, sometimes Savino missed him. Buster had probably the biggest drop of the season when he was wide open at the 35 and nothing between him and the end zone. And just ball dropped. He just flat out missed it, just lost his focus. And that was a difference in that football game because it was 3-0 until late into the 4th quarter where the Westport defense just wore down and North Marion pulled away there at the end. But if we're looking at these two teams, Forest has played Seabreeze, who's a good football team, same size as Forest High School. That's a team that if they do make the playoffs miraculously, that's the kind of team that they're going to place. And they lost on that team 40-8. And both teams share an opponent, and that is North Marion. North Marion beat Westport 24-0, and Forest lost to North Marion 36-8. So between these two teams, only 16 points have been scored in 5 games. That's not very good. And you would think with both of these head coaches, the way they run offenses and the way they know how to score points, you would have thought that if I said at the beginning of the season between that would be the stat, you would have said there's no way. There's just no mathematical way that can happen. I did talk to Coach Rim today. Don't have an interview just because my world has been so busy, but he felt good about this week of practice. They were very physical, and that's one of the things they've been lacking is that offensive line just really having any sense of tenacity. They lost so many guys to transfer. When you lose 3 of your 5 guys transfer after the spring game and everything, they had to rebuild. And that's shown up. They're trying to get some chemistry there. And the same is true for this Forest team that just doesn't have any offensive line to speak of. There's porous, and then there's the offensive line for the Forest Wildcats. And I talked to Franklin, who's one of the coaches on this team, and he goes, I just hope some of them block tonight. So I expect that Westport defense to show up today. That front four has been pretty good. Leonard Hill on one end has had a pretty tremendous season so far, but really the guy on the other side's getting it all done, and that's Aiden DiMartino. He's that's wrong. That's not. I forgot his name because they keep changing their numbers. But again, their 2 different defensive ends have really done a really phenomenal job. So I expect a little bit more of that even this week. and we'll see how it all shakes out. So his number is it's Tay Floyd. Sorry, Tay Floyd just had a monster game. He wears number 7. He comes from the left side, and a lot of teams are keying on the right side with the other junior, with Leonard Hill. But those two have been an absolute beast in the backfield for Westport. Secondary, they're played pretty well, linebacking core. They're missing probably the leader of that linebacker core with Kamari Mathis. But I did get a hug today, Nick, and that's probably what's been missing from the Westport team is I haven't gotten my pregame hug. So
From who?
From Kamari. Kamari, hopefully chemo. He still has that knee injury. He's got an MCL and a PTL tendon. So hopefully he'll come back in a couple of weeks, and this team misses him. They miss his tenacity. They miss the way he flies to the ball and the way he tackles. So tonight I expect Westport to really pound the football. I think Trey Stokes, you're going to see him a lot in the backfield. I think you're going to see Leonard Hill a lot in the backfield, and see if they can get a little tenacity and just start to hit people hard, because that's what's been missing from this team. Corey Coates will probably get a couple of carries at running back for Westport, and I expect that to happen as well. Yeah, that roster they still have Chase on there, so they have Chaz Siddell. And he's graduated, so it's not a very good roster. But tonight we are in a weather delay. It's about a 5 to 10 minute weather delay. That's what's going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to step aside. We're going to come back, and when we do, we'll start to really talk about both of these teams' defenses and who are the stars. Because the one guy I really want everybody to pay attention to, best athlete on the field by far, and that's Forest Wildcats' Jamarian Burt. Jamarian is a guy who's incredibly quick. He's playing wide receiver. The Forest Wildcats are going to have to figure out how to get him the ball, and we'll get into that a little deeper right after this timeout. But you're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
WOCA.
Welcome back to Forest High School, where the Westport Wolfpack are taking on the Forest Wildcats. It is my alma mater, class of 1988. We weren't on this campus. We were in the one that was this great big sinkhole when B-Wing would just slowly drifting into a great big sinkhole. We would actually have class canceled because of a sinkhole. It's one of those things. But again, before the break, we kind of talked a little bit about Jamarian Burt. Jamarian Burt, probably the most gifted athlete I've ever had the privilege of coaching. Don't knock down my camera. But again, he's a kid who's getting looks from some major D1 schools. He's the one guy who didn't transfer from this Forest Wildcat team. And that's the one I thought might. Because you look at some of the Wildcats that did transfer, they're playing across town and sitting on the sidelines when they could be starting right here for this Forest Wildcat team, a team they've spent their last 3 years. Some kids I understand transferring, not all of them. Coaching matters. John Brantley's got a reputation. He won a state title for Trinity when his son was a Gatorade National Player of the Year. This isn't going to work at all tonight. Y'all can't do that. So y'all are scaring me. All right. But tonight, Jamarian Burt is going to be the guy to watch on the offensive side. And it really comes down to how these Wildcats can get him the ball in space. Again, I talked about it earlier. The offensive line for the Wildcats is borderline pitiful. And they just can't seem to get anything going. You've got Stephen Curry, who's a quarterback, another kid who started out at Vanguard High School. He zoned for Vanguard. And his style of play just didn't work with Vanguard, and so he transferred. He's a kid who took the team and had significant playing time as a freshman, took that team to the sectionals, played pretty well, and then just transferred over to Forest because he wanted to come and play with Robin Williams. And at the time, I think everybody thought that the Wildcats were going in the right direction. And then again, first week of school, they lose 6 guys. And the other 5 or 6 transferred in the offseason. Tough way to start the season when you're already practicing with a guy and he ends up wearing the other green and gold in the county. So tonight, again, 2 teams that are really searching for their identity as well as a win. What are they going to do? How are they going to respond to their brutal start? By the way, both teams are coming in up against playing some really good football teams. North Marion is a good football team, and Jesuit is the #1 team in the state for 6A. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to step aside for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll pregame this defensive side of the ball for each side. So you're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Ship.
If you thought there was no tree store in Ocala, then think again. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens has been Ocala's official tree store for well over 50 years. At any given time, Bob has more quality trees, dozens of varieties, including shade trees, palm trees, and citrus trees, than anyone in Marion County. You always get lowest prices and guarantee. Plus, every day you buy one tree, you get a second one for half price. That means you can buy a 4 to 6 foot tree for as little as $49.99 and get another one just like it for only $25. Hundreds of types and sizes are available. You can get delivered, planted, and guaranteed. So think about trees. Think about Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, away from all the traffic. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, Ocala's Tree Place since 1952.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Welcome back to Forest High School, right here where Westport Wolfpack are taking on the Ocala Forest Wildcats. Well, that's what they're now. They're the Fighting Wildcats, according to the Palquin over there, who is a PA announcer. Too bad Tom Schmitz isn't here, so those two could go duke it out about the quality of MCYFL. But tonight, it's going to be a really, really interesting game. Cross-county rivalry. Crowd is really starting to come in. And the weather was pending. There is a delay because of lightning. I didn't see any, but they did put in a 10-minute delay. So kickoff is coming. The captains are on the field. They're going to make their way to the middle. And here come the Forest Wildcats taking the field. Coming through the banner, they're wearing their green jerseys with yellow numbers. And it is a beautiful sight from the broadcast booth, because their numbers are very, very easy to see. And the Wolfpack are wearing their white jerseys with green numbers. I guess that's a teal, not a green. But again, a beautiful sight from a broadcaster standpoint. It's just too bad we're in the worst press box in the county. Now, I'm not going to say in the state, because I was once at South Sumter, and because I didn't live in Sumter County, I wasn't allowed in the press box. That's what the AD told me. So I had to stand on top of the press box, and it was a storm like you've never seen. I tried to borrow a garbage bag from them, and the guy in the press box said, "So where are you from?" I said, "Well, I'm from Ocala." And he goes, "Oh, I don't think I can do that." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "This was paid for by tax dollars from Sumter County." And I looked at him, I said, "It's a trash bag. Give me a trash bag," because I had to put all my equipment in there. And I also did the game by myself because the guy I was working with got stuck. He was riding a motorcycle, and he got stuck in the rain. So it's one of those great little stories that's out there. So this is not the worst press box, but it's close. I've done games from every school in the county, middle schools, right, that are better than this. This is poor. And it's the design, right? It's very small. We have people standing on the tables. We have cameras hanging out. It's a train wreck. So it looks like the Wildcats are going to receive the ball as Westport wins the toss. And the Wildcats are going to be working from our left to our right. And if I'm I'm part of the Wolfpack, this is a good start, because I want my defense on the field first, because that's my best unit. The defense is by far and away better than this offense. And literally the team that scores first is probably going to win this football game, because neither team is explosive, right? Jamarian Burt for Forest can score from anywhere on the field. If he gets his hands on the ball, he can score. And I think you'll see him returning this kick. Nope, he's not. He's not returning the kick. Back there deep for Forest High School is going to be Curtis Evans. And of course, doing the kicking for the Wolfpack is going to be Kieran Ball. And again, Forest will receive. Their deep guy is standing Right about the 19-yard line is Evan. And now he's got the ball. So we're just about to start on this glorious September night. The sun is beginning to set right in our faces. And it's going to be a glorious night of football. Kyrian Ball is going to be stepping up to the kick. Ryan Jackson is also back there. And this is going to go to Evan. Evan picks it up at the 22. Heads up the right side. He's got the sideline. And then he's brought down after about a 10-yard run back. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 37-yard line as Steve Curry and the boys come to the line of scrimmage. Robin Williams is the head coach. This is his 3rd year for Forest. I think coming into this season, he thought this was going to be the year they really break out and become in that upper tier of the county, and the transfers really, really hurt him. I'm surprised at how poor all the county schools are playing. OCA is undefeated, of course, and North Marion is undefeated. But that's kind of the class. Curry's going to survey. He's got 3 wideouts to the bottom. He looks that way. Now he pump fakes, and he's going to run out to the right side, and he kind of jogged, and he picks up 3 yards. And that's been the knock. If you go back in Steve Curry's career, he's not a great runner. He's got a very, very accurate arm, but the second pressure gets in his face, he will bail that throw out whenever possible. But it'll be 2nd down and about, we'll call it 7 as the ball sits right there on the 42. 11:47 left to go here in the first quarter, just underway. Now the Wildcats are going to come out, 2 wideouts each way, 1 running back with Curry in the backfield. They're going to give it to Evan. He heads over the left side for the running back, and he's got no gain, maybe half a yard, but it'll set up a long 3rd down for this Wildcat offense. And there's going to be a timeout as the Whitecap's going to run all the way over and talk to Coach Steve Rim about something. I think he saw something on the way they were lined up and didn't really like what he was seeing. And one of the things I love to see is when the this official's pretty famous. He wears a mask that holds a whistle with gloves. So every time he touches it, he seems to touch his mask. And that kind of defeats the purpose of PPE. I wear PPE every day at work. That is not what you're supposed to do. See, he wears gloves and then he touches his mask. It's not the way it works. But 3rd and 7, I'm going to have to lift that out of my brain. They're going to fake the handoff and throws it to the right, but he's under all kinds of pressure. He's going to be brought down for a sack. And again, that's Trey Floyd. We talked about him at the top of the show, and he was all over him in the backfield. Check that. That was Jordan. That was Jordan back there making the sack. Who's number 1? Ask him who number 1 is. And that's going to set up a 4th down and 10 as the Wildcats are forced a quick 3 and out. I thought it was Jordan Hudson. Coached him flag football one year. He got hurt last week, got his bell rung, but it's good to see him back. So I guess he didn't get the bell rung too hard. Back deep for the Wolfpack is going to be Buster. Not a great kick, lefty. Kicks it off to the left foot, gets a great bounce, and it's bobbled by Barnes, but he picks it up. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack on their own 35-yard line. That was scary. Buster came up to pick it up, but kind of bounced around up there, and he bobbled it. But it will be good field position for the first possession of the game for Westport. And if you remember going back to last week, Coach Steve Rim started with a bunch of rollouts and easy reads for the senior quarterback, who's just got to struggle the majority of his career with just letting the ball go, making a quick decision, and then firing the football. All right, so looks like Westport's going to come in with a 2 tight end set. Leonard Hill's the up back, and the deep back for Westport is going to be Coates. And now there's a timeout on the field. So now the Whitecap's going to come all the way over and talk to Robin Williams about something. I don't know what's going on, but there's another delay of game. Whitecap probably didn't say hello properly. Wants to make sure that they have their dinner reservations, what time and where they're going after the game. But it's 10:34 left to go in the first quarter. A lot more whistles than we should have with two teams that are 0-5 between them. Gavin Savino's under center. He's going to give it to the deep back. That's Coates. He heads over the right side with a stiff arm, gets the edge. He's out to the 40, and that's going to be a flag on the play. That'll be holding right there on Buster Barnes, who just held and didn't need to. I think Coates had that edge really well, but instead it'll be a spot foul because the ref hadn't blown his whistle that possession, so he decided it's time. So it'll be first down and 20 for the Westport Wolfpack. And again, it's amazing to watch this guy with a mask and gloves. And he doesn't change his gloves, everybody. All he really does is just touches it. And by the way, if you've never worn gloves, they hold more pathogens than your hands. That's a fact. So if you're going to wear gloves, every time you touch something, you're supposed to remove them. But this guy, he'll change them tomorrow. It'll be fine. Again, first down and 20 for Westport. Savino rolls out to his right. He's got to throw out to the right side. That's Buster. Did he make the catch? No, he did not. It'll be second down and 20. It looks like Gavin just didn't get the ball there, and Buster out threw it. Again, I think it took a little too long for Gavin to throw that ball. He needed to put that one more on a line, and instead of lollipopped it up there a little bit. So it'll be second down and forever. The ball sits now at the 29-yard line, and this is kind of the whole season in a nutshell right here for Westport. Missed opportunity, Buster's open, they couldn't get him the ball. First play from scrimmage is a penalty after a solid gain that would have made it second and short. Instead, it's first down and a country mile. And this is a Westport team that's not capable of making those kind of big plays. So now Westport's going to go 3 wide with a tight end, and there's going to be a false start. Again, we win a play without a whistle, and in Marion County with these officials, you can't do that. There's a law. So it'll be another 5-yard penalty as there's a false start somewhere along there. So if second down and 20 wasn't hard enough, it'll be third down and 25 now for Westport. Savino goes all the way to the sideline, gets the call. Now he heads back to the huddle. And Gavin and Coach Rim have been doing that since their days at MCYFL. They've been together a long time. They know each other extremely well. 3 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. Coates is to Gavin's left. Gavin's going to look to his right. He rolls out. He's got a guy. He throws it, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Buster was open. Just not a well-thrown ball there by Savino. And that'll set up fourth down. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. That was just second down. So it'll be third down and, we'll call it 21. Call it 21. 9:25 left to go in the first quarter. A lot of whistles thus far. Not a lot of action. We've had 1 play from scrimmage for positive yards. And that's kind of been the way it's worked all year for both of these teams. Savino in the Wolfpack. And again, Savino likes to throw to his right side. He'll look exclusively to his right side for an entire game. 3 wideouts to the bottom, 1 to the top. Savino flies a little screen to Leonard Hill. Well covered there by the Wildcat defense, and he'll be brought down after a gain of 4. I thought he had a chance on that one to break it, but a really, really nice tackle there by, I have no idea because I don't have a roster for the Forest Wildcats. Apparently, it's incredibly difficult to put a name with a number and put that into the. There is no roster on Max Preps. Apparently, it's really difficult to put a name with a number and put it into the computer system. So Buster will come in to punt, and Jamarian Burt will be back deep, and there's another whistle again because we win a play without one, and that'll be a delay of game. Or maybe somebody doesn't have the right uniform on. It's an illegal substitution. So that'll be another 5-yard penalty. And I think so far we've had more penalties than plays, or close. And it's been not a good start. 8:41 left to go. No first downs yet. Both teams have each had the ball. Westport hasn't gained a yard from scrimmage yet. Forest has had 7. There's a high snap. Buster catches it. He's going to run to the right side, try to make a guy miss, but he's going to be brought down for a loss of 5. It'll be great field position for the Wildcats. And again, Westport just continues to shoot themselves in the foot. What a terrible, terrible open possession that was. 4 plays, none of them positive, 4 penalties. Terrible. Yeah, I mean, that is as bad as a start you can get from the offensive side of the ball. Now, let's see if the Wildcats can take advantage of this with Curry coming in. He's going to be in shotgun. To his right's going to be the running back, and that's going to be Cave. Cave's going to get the handoff. He heads up the middle. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage. I thought he was going to be a tackle for loss, but he dives ahead and picks up 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. 8:13 left to go. No flag on the play. No flag on the play. Clock runs. Cave with that little stutter step over the right side. Thought he had something big, but got tackled from behind. Again, let's see if they can get the ball to Burt. He's the biggest playmaker, maybe in the county. 2 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. The running back now is Curtis. They're going to fake it to Curtis, throw it to Burt out on the right side, out in the flats. He jukes, he jives, cuts back up to the middle, picks up 5, and that'll set up 3rd down and, not a good spot. They're going to say he picked up 2. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Big opening play here for the Westport defense on the Wildcats' second possession. Let's see if the defense can hold and force the Wildcats to kick a field goal after the bad snap gave them this great field position. Force comes to the line. Again, they're working from our left to our right. Curry's in shotgun. Directly behind him is Curtis. Curry's going to keep it, heads over the left side, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, dives ahead, and I think he's got enough for a 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 14-yard line. A design run, nice play there from Curry. Curry just decided to keep that. I'm not sure if that was a busted play, but Trey Floyd was coming from the outside and was ready to light somebody up. And Curry just ran in the opposite direction, which is probably that's a good idea. I would run in the opposite direction of Trey Floyd right now. But that will set up 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 6:40 left to go here in the first quarter. And now Curry's in that part of the field where the press box gets even worse. 2 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. He drops back. He's under all kinds of pressure. Stiff arm. He rolls out to the right side. Flag on the play. He throws it, and it's almost picked off. Westport had that ball in their hands, and he had a lot of room to run. If he picks that up, that was Devin Smith, the safety, who was able to break that up. But it will be a penalty of holding, and it'll be a spot foul, and that was in the backfield, so it'll end up being about a loss of 13 after the penalty. I think that's 6 penalties in about 10 plays. Maybe this ref is trying to make a personal record. But both of these offenses are pretty sloppy and pretty terrible. All right, so it'll be 1st and we'll call it, ball's going to come all the way back out to the 27. We'll call it 1st down and 20 now. 23. Curry's going to give the ball up to running back. That's Curtis, and he's going to be brought down for no gain. It'll be 2nd down in the same 20. I think we're going to call that 22, Nick. No score early on here at Forest High School. Forest got this great field position after a poor snap. Buster managed to get a hand on it and kept it from going into the end zone, which would have been much, much worse. But neither offense has done anything. Biggest play is the first play of the game, and Curry ran for 6 yards. That's about it. 2 wideouts each way, 1 running back. The running back is Cave. Curry drops back. He fires to the right, looking for Burt in the end zone, and it is caught. Burt That's a big play. What a play. He came back for that football and beat that one-on-one coverage. The one guy on the field who's got that explosiveness is Jamarian Burt, and he showed it right there. 6-0 Westport. 5:18 left to go. That'll go down as a 6-0 Forest. That'll go down as a 27-yard passing catch from Curry to Burt. Now we're going to come in for the extra point. I have no idea who the Forest kicker is because there's no numbers. To make it, see if they can go 7-0. Again, traditionally, Forest has had some great kickers. That's a great kick, and it's 7-0 Forest. I'd like to give the young man credit. I just have no idea who he is. But here we are at 5:18 left to go. We're going to step aside. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. Text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Welcome back to Forest High School. You are listening to WOCA. Lee is the kicker, puts a beautiful kick. It's going to be picked up by Jordan at the goal line. He heads up the middle, picks up a block. Oh, that's Buster. Buster's going to come all the way out to about the 23-yard line. And so it'll be 1st and 10, the second possession of the game for Westport. Their first possession, they lost 27 yards because of penalties. And then that bad snap set up that touchdown for Forest. And again, beautiful ball from Curry. And if you give Curry that kind of time, he will pick you apart. And he laid it up there so Jamarian Burt could make a play. And again, Jamarian Burt, when I was with him with the Steelers, he had hands of steel. And he's come a long way with his hands. There's a handoff to the right side. That's Cave. He's got 5. He's got 10. And he's got 15. That'll be a first down for Westport. And I think it was also offsides on Forest. Looked like the nose tackle jumped. But they're not going to call that. But there is a timeout on the field. There's going to be a timeout as Franklin's not happy about something. And he and Robin kind of arguing. They go way back, by the way. So I don't know if there are not enough players. Something going on. But that was an easy 10-yard gain. I think they were waiting for somebody to get all their stuff going on. But timeout here, 7-0 is our score. The home team, Wildcats, lead. Apparently, they're the Fighting Wildcats now. I guess I should get that. We were just called the Cats back then. But then again, we were good. You know, when I went here, Tony Kaysen, if he doesn't break his ankle, we beat Emmett Smith in Pensacola, Escambia, and we are state champions. But instead, Emmett Smith made Sports Illustrated and kind of went on to have a pretty good career. I broadcast that game. I interviewed Emmett Smith, I'll never forget it, at Booster Stadium at the 50-yard line. And I looked at it, I said, "You're pretty good." And he goes, "Yes, sir." And he was he was older than me, and I always thought that was funny. All right, and there's a handoff again to Cave, and he's going to run it right up the middle for a nice gain of 7. Maybe the Westport Wolfpack have decided we're just going to run the ball down your throat. To continue that Emmett Smith story, so I'm on an airplane from San Francisco to Dallas, and I sit down, and in the middle seat is Emmett Smith. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Emmett?" He goes, "Hey, man, how you doing?" I said, "Hey." I looked at him, I said, "I'm from Ocala, Forest." He goes, "Oh, you're kidding." And so we talked, and because he remembered the game, he made Sports Illustrated for me. Savino rolls out, he's going to fire it this time to the left side for Buster. Buster almost got his hand on it, almost made a miracle catch. That would have been pretty special. But instead, good coverage, and I think Gavin was just trying to throw it. They're starting to force the ball and getting it into Buster's hands. if there is a big play receiver for Westport, it is Buster. Jyleek Barnes. But again, Emmett and I, we talked for the whole plane trip. It was, so even after we were in the baggage claim, I'm like, oh, all right, let me give him some. He comes over and we're talking, and it was really cool. And then, he had just retired. It was pretty amazing. But all we talked about was high school football. So if you ever get in the plane with Emmett Smith, he's a pretty friendly guy. Yeah. Start off with, I went to Forest. 3rd and 7. Savino looks to the right, under pressure, fires over the left side, and it's picked off by the Wildcats. And he's going to go untouched. Curtis Evan, touchdown, Wildcats. Is there a flag on the play? All the officials stopped. But I think the interception is going to stand. It's just a block in the back because we hadn't had a penalty. But again, just when the Westport offense starts going, another mistake. And again, these are the kinds of things that's a mentally bad throw. That's not a good throw at all, but it will be 1st and 10 Wildcats. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot. Let's see where they spot it.
From Allen.
Talk about how we should just not. Yeah, I agree. Just run the football. It seems to be a good idea. But it'll be 1st and 10. It'll be a personal foul against Wildcats on that return. So instead of a touchdown, it'll be 1st and 10. Oh, let's see where they're going to mark this. Wow, this ball's coming all the way back to the 41-yard line. It'll be in Westport side of the 50. But the Wildcats are going to have great field position here. The score remains 7-0 with 4:05 left to go. Curry's going to go into the huddle with the rest of his squad. But that was Curtis Evan on the catch. And now in the backfield with him is going to be Tremar, spelled Tremar Cave. Cave is to Curry's left. Curry drops back and looks to the right. Now he fires to the left, trying to find somebody, and that is incomplete. And no flags. No flag on the play. Clock stops until it's spotted, and it'll restart, but it'll set up 2nd down and 10 as the ball sits right at the 41-yard line on the Westport side. Gorgeous night here tonight. Only about 3 miles from my house, Nick, so it's not a long commute, which is kind of nice. Yeah. That's important. Next week we're in Hawthorne. Press box school that's probably going to win the state championship again. And the press box is much better than this one. Broadcast from there, it's not bad. Citizens Field, by the way, is fantastic in Gainesville because we get our own press box. So is Dunellen, by the way. 2nd and 10 for Curry. He's going to hand it off to a number 15. I have no idea who that is because I don't have a roster. And Tay Floyd with a nice tackle for loss. It'll be 3rd and 11. Maybe Nick can find out who number 15 is. Yeah, they do. It'll be 3rd down and 12. 3:24 is the beautiful noise in the background is the Westport High School. It is a performing arts school, so their bands are always solid. 3:11 left to go. The clock runs in the first quarter. 7-0 Wildcats. Preston something is number 15. Winfrey is number 15. He's going to stand to Curry's left. Curry tries to break a tackle, but Trey Floyd says, no, sir. I'm going to get another sack, and that'll be a loss of 2. And again, this defense can flat out play. The front four for Westport is just good, and Curry had no chance of making a play on that as Trey Floyd sacks Curry for a loss. And now there's going to be coming in with a punter. His number is 26. It'll be 4th down and 15. Back deep is Buster Barnes. Who's number 26 there, Nick? I'm old. I can't read that. Isaiah who? Braden Farmer. I was like, Brandon Farmer. That's another guy. Oh, and there's a punt with a left end over end. It's going to be picked up by Buster at the 15. He heads over the right side, needs to get an edge, has to make a man miss. Good stiff arm. Gets all the way out to the 21. So let's see if the Westport Wolfpack can decide just to run the football. When they put the ball in the air, negative things seem to be happening. But 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Westport just needs to get some momentum and not shoot themselves in the foot with mistakes. I think, Nick, if we're being honest, I think they should be pretty happy it's only 7-0, because that, without that little personal foul, would have been a touchdown. Here we go. And if there's any boys from the 88, you can come on up and say hello. They're going to go jumbo set here, and they're going to hand the ball off to Cove. Cove heads right up the middle. He's got 8. He's got 9, and he's right at the stick. Let's see where they marked that. What a hole by some guy named William Cotney. Just buried. And I mean absolutely pancake blocked the nose tackle. 1st and 10, Savino, same set. They're going to go with a power eye with Cave in the background. I'm sorry, Coates in the background. He gets again, heads up the middle, breaks out to the right. He's going to pick up 2, and a helmet comes popping off. And I will say, nice crowd tonight. Forest High School representing, looking good. And you can tell it's a good crowd. Thought I saw Smurf. It wasn't Smurf. So it'll set up 2nd down and about 8 for Westport. Now Savino's going to look over to his right side and get the play. He's going to hand it off, and he's knocked down in the background. That time there was a complete whiff. There was a mixed signal on that, because 2 guys on the right side of that Forest defense came in untouched and blew him up. Number 40 for the tackle for loss. That'll set up 3rd down and 15. And again, Westport gets something going, and then bang, they shoot themselves in the foot. 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. They're going to have to run another play as Coach goes to the sideline, and Trey Stokes is going to come in as the running back. Big play here for the Wolfpack. Savino's going to do a toss sweep to the right. He's trying to get to the edge. He's got 5. He's got 6. He's got 10. He's got a 1st down before he's knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. The clock will stop. And that is Jonathan Goiner, I believe, if my roster's correct, for the Wolfpack. He's a fresh guy. I don't think I've seen him before. According to the roster, he's a freshman. 17 seconds left. I think Steve Rim will be happy to let this clock run out. But Goiner, not a big kid, just a freshman. He kind of looks like a freshman. Gavin's going to hard count here. He's going to give it to the fullback. The fullback, that's Trey Stokes. He's got 10. He's got 12. He's carrying Wildcats to happen. So after the end of 1, Wolfpack are driving, but it's 7-0 Forest. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you thought there was no tree store in Ocala, then think again. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens has been Ocala's official tree store for well over 50 years. At any given time, Bob has more quality trees, dozens of varieties, including shade trees, palm trees, and citrus trees, than anyone in Marion County. You always get lowest prices and guarantee. Plus, every day you buy 1 tree, you get a second one for half price. That means you can buy a 4 to 6 foot tree for as little as $49.99 and get another one just like it for only $25. Hundreds of types and sizes are available. You can get delivered, planted, and guaranteed. So think about trees. Think about Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, away from all the traffic. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, Ocala's Tree Place since 1952.
WOCA.
Ocala. All right, welcome back to Forest High School, and the Westport Wolfpack are driving. Savino rolls out to his right. He's got Leonard Hill, and he's brought down for no gain. Little play-action pass, but that play was blown up in the backfield. That'll set up 2nd down and 9 for Westport. I don't mind that call, a little play action pass, just see if there's something deep.
I also like the fact that you said Leonard.
Yeah, that's, again, I've only known him since the kid was like 10. And I knew his brother a little better, Rashad. But Leonard, it's spelled funny. 2 tight end set here for Westport. They're going to pack it in. Deep back, Gavin's going to roll out. Now he's going to fire to his left, and thought he was going to be brought down, but instead he picks up 6, turned nothing into something. He wanted that little waggle route there by the wide receiver for Westport. Instead, he's going to be brought down for a 3rd and 5, and now we're going to go to a quarterback change as Buster's going to come in and play a little quarterback. And I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised this hasn't happened before. Nope, Savino's back out there. He's going to stay at quarterback. Still kind of surprised that hasn't happened before. 3rd and 5 here. It's 2-down territory for the Pack. They're going to go 2 tight ends. Buster's by himself at the bottom in man coverage. Now they're going to send him in motion. He sets up in the slot to get a crack back. Instead, they give it to the fullback, and that's Trey Stokes, who's got the first down and more. It'll be 1st and goal
Just
from the 24.
running people over.
Trey Stokes, if you've never seen his father, you're missing a specimen of a man.
That's a big man.
Like the first time I saw him, I was like, his arm is bigger than my waist, and I am fat.
As is his back.
I mean, if he wore a tank top, I said, sir, my wife's in the car. You need to cover yourself. And he is in the Army Reserve, as is his wife is stronger than me, which that's not surprising, but she's pretty impressive too. Same formation, and there's a false start. Will Cotton is just getting in the head of the nose tackle and has just been killing them all day, and he just got his team a free 5 yards. Haven't been able to say the offensive lineman's name very often this year because they were dominant last year. Did they just not move the football? Oh, they did. I'm sorry. All right, so it'll be 1st and 5. Ball sits inside the 20, right at the 19-yard line. 2 tight end set. They're going to give it to the deep man coach. He heads over the left side, needs to break a tackle, puts his head down, dives into the end zone. Touchdown! Westport, did they give it to him? Yes!
They did.
First score of the game for the Westport.
First
and the
score
first
of the year.
Of the year. Wow, it's probably been like 270-something days since the last time Westport scored an official touchdown. Big play there by
Great
Coates,
play.
who broke a tackle to get into the end zone. And now Savino and Westport's going to go for 2. They're like, no. We're not going for 1. We're going to go for the lead here. It's 7-6, 9:46 mark. Gavin throws over to the left side. That was an ugly-looking lineup, and 3 or 4 people were off sides. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. That didn't work. Steve Rim was trying to go hurry up. He was trying to fool him a little bit. He loves the trickery. So now Kieran Ball is going to kick this extra point from 5 yards further back. But again, great run there by Coates, and that offensive line on the left side just created a huge hole, and Coates broke 2 tackles to get into the end zone. So Kieran Ball's going to set now at the 14-yard line. This will be a 24-yarder. Kick is blocked at the line of scrimmage. That ball had no chance.
None.
Didn't even get over the offensive lineman's head. Maybe that's why they go for 2, Nick. You think? Is that it? And again, kicking is an art. And you need one in order to be a great team.
I agree.
Forrest has a lineage of great kickers. The most recent was Davis, Judd's son, who just came through here, was playing at Dartmouth. Judd Davis, it goes all the way back to, the Larry Waldrons of the world and the Rick Tootens, who played in the NFL forever. They've had some incredibly talented kids. Todd Duffy kicked here for a long time, and kicking has always been an art form. And if you don't have a kicker, it's hard to win tight ball games like this one. And that 1 point is huge right now for Westport. But again, they ran the football, Nick, and they put the ball in the end zone. So now Kieran Ball is going to do the kicking and back deep for for the Wildcats to receive this kick is going to be Evan. It's with a D, and he puts his toe in it. It's going to go over Evan's head. That ball was touched. He's going to pick it up at the 1, and he falls down. It'll be down right there.
That's
Wow. Mistake. And it'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats, but Curry may take the snap in the end zone.
Yeah.
And I will tell you a little extracurricular activity. One heck of a hit there. Great block by Nasir Allen, who's just a freshman. He completely destroyed one of the Wildcats. And that's one of those, it's like, why am I playing football? When you get hit that hard, it's like, why am I playing football? 9:40 left to go here in the first half. Our score is 7-6. Westport trails the Forest Wildcats on a gorgeous night here in Ocala, Florida. Curry's going to be in shotgun. He's going to be standing at his own goal line. They're going to mark that down at the 4. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 4. Curry rolls out. He's under all kinds of pressure. He's hitting the backfield, breaks the tackle, rolls out to his right. But Trey Floyd catches him from behind and knocks him out of bounds. But Curry
Let's talk about Tay Floyd. How good is he to make that play?
He's special every night. But that'll be 2nd down and 5. Oh, they're going to call it 2nd down and 6. But you're right, Nick. Trey Floyd is everywhere. The kid is huge. They don't have his measurements, but he's easy. 6'3".
Easy.
225 and fast. He can absolutely run. And apparently the rumor is there's some college coaches out here looking at him, including one from Alabama. So, and by the way, Alabama doesn't make offers. They just sign kids. All right, so Curry's going to be in shotgun again. 2nd down and 7. Curry looks to the right, fires into the flats to the running back, and he's going to pick up 5, 6, and he's going to be right at the yardstick. They're going to give him a 1st down. That'll be a pickup of 10. Nice play there.
Curtis Evan.
Curtis Evan, we've said his name a lot tonight, playmaker. He's really offsetting and augmenting Jamarian Burt, who's only touched the football once or twice and scored on a beautiful catch there. 26-yard grab to put the Wildcats up early in the first quarter. Right now it's 7-6, 9:24 left to go in the game, the first half. Not the game, Nick. Again, they're going to put Curry in shotgun. 1 wide receiver to each side. They're going to have 2 tight ends, 1 running back. They're going to give it to the running back. He heads it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down. That's Trimar Cave. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a late penalty comes out. Winfrey's over there. It was right at his feet. I don't know if he did something or it was way away from the play, though. And that's the official with the whistle in his mask who's wearing gloves. He touches every player with them and the ball constantly. So they're going to call personal foul against Forest. Oh, it's going to be offsetting. Probably the right thing to do, just to calm everything down in this cross-county rivalry. Most of these kids have been playing each other their whole lives. Gets a little emotional. So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 6, Nick. 9:16 left to go in the first half. 7-6 is our score. Westport on their last possession scored their first points of the year. Now there's another whistle. They're going to talk about some things. Candlesticks make a nice wedding gift. And apparently we need a chicken.
Do we want to know why Galen Uno is listed on the Westport roster?
It's all Max Preps that's wrong. I have Max Preps.
No, your name.
Oh, I'm on the roster? Sweet.
You made the team, man.
I feel good about myself. I wonder if they'll give me a letter. All right, here we go. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. They're going to fake it to the running back, and Curry keeps it. He breaks the tackle, gets through the line of scrimmage, and then is popped by Buster right at the 30-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. A neat little play there from Curry.
2 5s collide.
Yeah, you don't see Curry. I'm not accustomed to him running the ball. It's partly why Farmer didn't play him, because they didn't want him to run the football. Looked like he was hurt on the play. He's coming out. So are they going to put Jamarian Burt at running back? Nope. Number 4 is taking off his gloves, and according to my roster, that's Vamil Poole.
Poole, yeah.
Lot going on here. Lot going on. By the way, the official with the masks, he does basketball games.
Does he wear the whistle with the mask?
Yes, and I ride him like a horse. Last year, You know, you're in a gym and you could talk to the ref. You could be in the top row at Vanguard and talk to the ref. And I've been like, take off your mask. You look ridiculous. He didn't think so. There's another flag, and that'll be on the Forest Wildcats. That was illegal procedure, so that'll set up 1st and 15, unless they're calling a sideline infraction, but usually if the official drops it on your side of the line of scrimmage, it's on you. So 8:31 left to go. Both teams, I think, have 7 penalties. That's an unofficial stat. If you're keeping score at home, feel free to text Nick. He'd love that information. Illegal procedure on the Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 15. They're going to back the ball up. It'll be inside their own 30. They'll line it up at the 29. Let's see if Trey Floyd or Leonard Hill can get in the backfield. Leonard Hill defensively hasn't been much of a presence, but they're always lining that tight end now on each one, and Trey Floyd's getting double teamed over there. Curry's going to be in the backfield. Next to him is Tramer. There's Leonard Hill popping it, but he got it off, and Winfrey makes the catch and gets it all the way out near a first down. It'll be 2nd down and 9, and Curry, who came back in the game after the penalty, just got lit up by Leonard Hill.
That was Nathan Gibney.
Nathan Gibney. That was 16, not 15. Gibney on the catch. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to mark him down 5 yards short. I thought he got not a very good spot. It's hard to tell with all the players over there. But again, 2 tight ends set, and that time Leonard Hill just destroyed the tight end.
Sure did.
All right, so here comes Curry. Shotgun. He's going to drop back, looks to his left, pump fakes, fires, and picked off by the Wolfpack. It'll be 1st and 10 Westport from the far side of the 35. Great play there by number 9. And Nate Rocker with a great catch. Jumped, high-pointed that ball, and stole it. Curry never saw him. Good defense there by the linebacking core of Westport. And that's the momentum they need.
Sure.
Westport scored last time they had the football. Let's see if they can score again and really get things moving. This offensive line's playing with a lot of energy now. They're running right behind Will Cotney. And the big guy next to him, number 58, who's about 452 pounds. They're going to run it right up the middle, and there's another flag on the play. Not sure what the call is, but it's probably illegal substitution, maybe. Dead ball, of course. Illegal substitution against Forrest. Huh, that's a strange one. But, Will Cotney, again, great kid. His father's okay.
Yeah.
His father's okay, right, Nick?
Yeah, he's all right.
Just okay?
He gets by.
He gets by? I think he's got 762 children. Can you name all of them?
I can.
I hope so.
Oldest being Will.
Okay.
Then we have
Are
Emma.
you thinking?
No, we have Emma, Drew, Kate, and Bella.
You were thinking the whole time.
No.
He's got like 700 kids. I formation, 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. They're going to fake it. They're going to do an end around.
That's not a good handoff. That was
a disaster. It was a loss of 5. It looked like the running back, the freshman, number 18, was coming around, and he and Gavin just decided we're going to hit each other. And I'm probably going to say the senior had it right, and the freshman panicked.
Yeah.
And that's Jonathan Goyner. He comes out of the game and gets an earful from the coach.
So he cuts inside rather than outside.
Right. Got to get a little depth on that. All right, so here we go. It's 2nd down and 9. So that penalty is neutralized by another error by the Westport. Gavin's going to come underneath the center. 1 tight end this time, 2 wide receivers to the bottom with Coates in the backfield. Gavin's going to give it to Coates. Coates heads over the left side. He's got 5. He cuts it back up the middle. Gets a nice little block there by one of the Cotneys, one of the 962 kids that the Cotneys have. It'll be 3rd down, and they'll call it 5. I guess he only gained 3 on the play. 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. 7-6 is our score. Forrest leads because they have a better kicker. Kickers matter.
They do.
Right? That should be a bumper sticker or something. All right, here we go. 2 wide outs to the top. Buster is in the slot with Leonard Hill at the bottom. And there's a off start. Again, Will Cott is
in their head.
Number
He's in their head.
76's head. I don't know who number 76 is, but he should call his mama, and maybe his mama could teach him not to be offsides.
Sherwayne Ford.
Sherwayne?
Sherwayne Ford.
Sherwayne! Can you imagine your mama yelling at you, Sherwayne, get in here, right? I mean, that's like that never happened.
Right.
Sherwayne, stay on sides. I bet you if we had like a field mic, you could hear that. Sherwayne, stay on side. All right, here we go. It'll be 1st and 10. They're going to give him a first down after that penalty. 2 wideouts to the top. Leonard Hill sets up in that flanker position at the bottom. They're going to give it to Coates. He heads over the left side, gets dragged down by his shirt tail, but not before he gains 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And again, running the football seems to be working for Westport.
That was Sherwayne on the tackle, though.
Good job, Sherwayne! I don't know. I mean, if he was in my class, Sherwayne would have gotten worn out. I'm just saying. I went to school with a kid named Vince Woodbury. And so going back to the Emmitt Smith story. So Emmitt Smith, the week after he ran for 256 yards against us, Vince, he was in Sports Illustrated. Back then, they had something called the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Sure.
Right? The High School Athlete of the Week. And Emmitt's in there with his stats. And I showed it to Vince. And Vince, he's like, oh, man. He cut it out and put it on his locker. I'm like, what are you doing, Vince? He goes, I'm proud of that. I made Sports Illustrated. I'm like, Vince, you didn't make Sports Illustrated. The guy you were supposed to tackle made Sports Illustrated. He was a strong safety. He was 6'3", 6'2", 205. He was built. I got him through biology, and I graduated high school with a 1.7. So that's what we're dealing with. He went into the Marine Corps. I still keep in touch with him. Great dude. But, yeah, Vince Woodbury.
That's funny.
I remember that. I'm like, he cut it out. Like, he
Thinking
cut
it was
like,
him.
What are you doing? That's Emmett. He goes, well, and now, of course, Emmett's in the hall. And whenever I talk.
Now, be honest. You were a bully in high school, weren't you?
Yeah. I graduated high school at 112 pounds. No, I was not a bully. I formation, but I had big friends.
That's all you need.
They're going to fake it to the
nice.
back. And
no!
Gavin just completely drops his balls out. And again,
That's it. That's Forrest Ball.
Here we go. Forest Wildcat football. What in the wide world of sports is going on here, people? Again, the Wolfpack get momentum, and then
squander
all
it.
of a sudden they're like, oh, we're going to be smart and do a play-action pass. And that ball was basically thrown backwards.
Oh, 5 yards.
Never had that ball, and was an easy fumble. And Wildcats recover. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball sits at the 30. 5:29 left to go in the half. And Westport would be fine if they just quit shooting themselves in the foot and run the football. 2 wideouts each way. Curry is in shotgun, standing next to him is going to be Evan. Curry rolls out to his left, and they're going to hand that ball off. That's Evan on the carry. It'll be a 10, 15-yard gain. It'll be 1st down and 10. Ball's going to sit at the 47. Nice run there by Curtis.
Good run.
Evan. It's Evan with a D, not an S, because there's not multiple ones of them. They're in the past.
Evan.
2 wideouts. Curry fires this time to the left side. Same play, and it works again. If they're going to give him that kind of space, he's going to take it. That'll be a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. And we're at the water break. So with the score 7-6 Forest, we're going to step aside. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
We are back here live at Forest High School, and it'll be 2nd down and 5 for Curry and the Wildcats. He's going to take the snap, rolls out to his right, looks to his left, fires back to his right, and it dropped. Hits his wide receiver right solidly in the chest. And that could have been a touchdown, but instead it'll set up 3rd and 5. Good throw there by Curry, reading that defense well. And he had a little more time to throw. 3rd and 6. It looks like they were trying to throw it to Burt here in the flats, and the Wildcats weren't having any of it as the linebackers really covered some ground there. So now Curry's going to be in shotgun, 2 wideouts each way. And he's going to drop back, fires to his right. Trey Floyd's under pursuit, and he crushes him for a huge loss, 6-yard loss. And there will be a flag on the play because we hadn't had one in 2 plays. But I think that's holding. And that's, let's see if they make that a 10-yard penalty from the spot, if they want to push back the Wildcats or if they want to make them punt. Because right now it is a 10-yard loss, and that'll set up 4th down and 11. I guess it was an 8-yard loss. Let's see what they want to do here, but it's the Westport's option. 4:52 left to go here in the first half. Our score is 7-6. They're still talking about it. Steve Rim's weighing his options. He may just be playing the field position game because this punter has proven he's got a decent foot. Let's see what they decide to do. Whitecap's going to come out. He's been really, really busy tonight. Instead, they're going to go ahead and take the sack. So it'll be 4th down. Oh, I thought he lost more than that. It'll be 4th and 8, and now the kicking game's going to come out. Jamari and Burt wanted to go for that. The way this offense is playing for Westport, I would just push them back as far as you can because they're probably going to make a mistake and you're going to get the football back anyway. So back deep for Westport is going to be Joshua Nijo. I don't know how to say that. Noku. It's Njoku.
Njoku.
Yeah. And there's the left-footed kick. It's going to be caught at the 24. He's got a little move. He tries to break one tackle but can't, and there's going to be a flag on the play. Another one of those silly off-ball penalties. It'll be a 15-yard penalty for clipping, it looks like, or a block in the back against the Wildcat or against Westport, and that'll put Westport all the way back inside their own 20. So instead of it being 1st and 10 at the 35, another mental bad penalty by Westport. It's going to push them way back. At some point, Westport's got to figure out they got to stop all these mistakes. Officials are still talking.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure things out. What time's your tea time tomorrow? Maybe they're talking about who's going to win that Florida game tomorrow. Florida doesn't win tomorrow. They're in deep trouble. But if Florida State doesn't beat Wake Forest, Norvell may not make it through the season.
I'm surprised he made it through the second game.
That's a terrible loss. Terrible, terrible loss.
Well,
they got a lot of conversation going on. Jacksonville State's not very good. Well, what's going on here? The discussions continue. Let's see if he comes. Illegal block in the back, of course. Oh, offsetting penalties. There was a face mask. I think they're going to make them re-kick this. They're going to make them re-kick it because it'll be a offsetting penalties, and we're going to kick it all over again. And Lee, I think, is the kicker. Who did we figure out is the kicker for Force? Number 26?
Last name
Somehow,
Farmer.
Who?
Braden Farmer.
Braden Farmer. Somehow, in this whole excursion, it looks like the Wildcats lost a yard, according to the spot. Farmer is going to do the kicking. He's going to kick it from our right to our left. There's an angled kick. This ball is going to bounce at the 28 and go straight up in the air and then bounce and be downed right there. It'll be 1st and 10 Westport. All that, no change from where he made the tackle. But it's 4:03 left to go, and we wasted 5 minutes of our lives.
It really is a waste.
Well, that's what tends to happen when officials talk. They waste our time. If I was in charge, officials couldn't talk to each other. Sign language. Let's get this done. You give me the nod. 5. Let's go. Move. All right. I formation, 2 tight end set, and they're going to run the ball. And again, coach has a hole over the left side. He's got 5. He's got 8. And Jamarian Burt decided he was going to lay the lumber. And oh my gosh, he knocked coach, who was a solid individual, back 5 yards in the air. You ever see those kung fu movies when they get kicked and they get pulled back? That just happened in real life. Jamarian Burt just lit Coates up. Wow. Coates went to the sideline and said, no mas. Same setup, this time in the backfield. It's going to be the running back. They're going to give it to Trey Stokes, the fullback. You're not just going to pop him because he's just too strong for you. He'll pick up 1. That'll set up 3rd and short, but what a pop.
That was a shot.
Wow, by Jamarian Burt. I wish that was on this side so we can see it. And again, kid is an incredible athlete. He's got offers from everyone, and he came from that safety position, running downhill, and just lit him up. I'm sure you'll find that one on social media tomorrow. It'll be 3rd and 2, 2:54 left to go here for Westport. Offside eye. They're going to give it to the deep man. He heads right up the middle.
Oh.
But boy, I'll tell you what a terrible block there by Christopher Bagley. Didn't block anything. He actually pushed the guy into the running back. I've known Chris for a long time.
Yeah.
And he was teammates with Burt with the Steelers when we won the championship against the Falcons. We blew the Falcons out that year. I want to be very clear about that. That's probably the last game I've called next to Palquin. The Steelers in the championship game. You guys made it to the championship game. You guys were pretty good that year. So it'll be 4th and 2, and Buster Barnes is going to come out and punt. Why are we still waiting? Helmet issue. You're going to have the right equipment to play the game. 2:03 left to go here in the half. We're still talking about things. Let's see if we can figure this out. You need 11 guys to play the game of football. Let's start with that. Now another guy's running. Leonard Hill's running in late. Let's see if they fake anything. That would be interesting. Buster Barnes is the punter. What a terrible snap that was. And it's going to be fallen down on, and I mean that was an atrocious snap. It'll be all the way back to the 14. I don't know who the center is, but they shouldn't be the center anymore. I mean, that ball didn't make it 6 yards in the air, and then it 2-hopped him, and Buster was lucky to fall on that. What a terrible, terrible snap. But again, it sets up great field position for the Wildcats with 1:49 left to go in the half. And again, another mistake by Westport, putting them behind the 8 ball. So Curry's going to have good field position. Jamarian Burt's down here to the bottom. This is that fade route position. Curry draws for it. He's going to do a quick draw. He's hitting the backfield, breaks a tackle from Trey Floyd, breaks another one, picks up 7 on the play. That'll set up 2nd down and 3. They're going to place that ball right at the 6. It'll be 2nd down and short. Clock runs, 1:30 left to go. 2 wideouts each way as they're right in the corner of the press box that you can't see. Curry's going to carry it. This time Trey Floyd catches him. And he'll be brought down for a loss.
By no other than
And the clock
Floyd.
runs. And again, now it'll be 3rd down, and they're going to call it 1.5 yards. Big play there by the huge defensive end. Just a junior. First year playing football. Steve Rim's got to do a better job of walking the halls, apparently. That kid should have played here last year.
Do you know who the right tackle is for Forest?
I do not.
Exactly, because Tate Floyd is making him non-existent.
He's a revolving door. 50 seconds left. Clock is rolling. I formation. They're going to give it to the deep man. He's hitting the backfield. Let's see where that spot is. Oh, that's close. Oh, they gave him a really, really good spot over there. It'll be a timeout. Wow. They called a timeout. Did Forrest. He got a great spot. Where are they going to put this football at? The far sideline judge really gave him a generous spot.
That was generous.
I think it's going to be 1st and goal with the ball right at maybe the 5-yard line. I can't really tell because there's a wall here.
That was a great stop by William Cotney.
There's a big wall. Will Cotney.
And that's who he ran into was a wall.
But you still can't name all of his brothers and sisters. I'm just, you had to think.
I did.
You
I
were
named all of
delayed
them.
the whole time.
I named every single one of them.
It took you a while.
I'll even name their
phone.
dog because the dog's name is Bama.
You had to look at your phone.
No,
while
I
you were
did
doing
not.
it. You had to look. Oh gosh, I forgot that one. No, you know the Cotneys are good people.
It's a great family.
They're good people. He runs a pretty good church.
Very.
He's been very open and very supportive of.
Very supportive of
Ocala and of the youth
the community.
football.
Absolutely.
And, great family. He needs to quit texting us his memes. Apparently, he likes his memes. So they're going to come out and measure this with 39.4 seconds left in the first half. Our score is 7-6. Wildcats lead, and they're threatening to pad that a little bit. Let's see where that spot is. I can't see it from here because the guy with the gloves and mask. Outside, by the way. I do want to be clear. We are outside. But he is short of the first down, so that'll set up 4th down. And you got to go for it here, don't you?
Yeah.
You could kick a field goal, but I like to go for things, so we can have an argument in the press box. I'm going for it, 4th and an inch, the way Curry's been running the football. But Forrest does have a better kicker. Westport would never kick this. Let's see what they do. They're thinking about it. They've got a kicker on the field and Curry. So they're going to say he's well short, according to the yardstick. They're going to go power set, power I. And Westport's going to call a timeout, which is a good timeout here. We want to set this up, and defensively, you want to see how they align and call timeout. Westport's got one more. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again.
Yep.
That's good coaching. 39.4 seconds left to go in this football game. Great crowd tonight, Nick, at least on the Forest side. Westport's never been known for traveling. They don't get a lot of support for their athletics. They have more people show up that for a play that 6 kids are in than any of their sporting events. And that's true for all of their sports. I've been to their soccer games, been to their basketball games, been to their baseball games. But athletics aren't really that important at Westport. It's all about the arts.
But it's safe to say it's getting better.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't think it is. Their administration doesn't want it to be better. 4th and 1. Here we go.
That I agree
and they're going to go with a quarterback sneak, and that's an easy first down. He's got 2. He's got 3. He gets all the way into the end zone. Touchdown. Steve Curry. All of a sudden, that offensive line decided to play football. And that was a huge run there by Curry. It's 13-6. Wildcats. Big play, and that's why you go for it. 34.8 seconds left to go in the half. And now the kicker's going to come in, and his name is Lee. That's all I know about him. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Good snap, good hold, and it is blocked. But Lee's going to pick it up and walk into the end zone. Touchdown. 2-point conversion. Wildcats, and that seems like an insurmountable lead right now. 15-6. Forest. And again, the Wolfpack shoot themselves in the foot with another error. They've had an interception. They've had penalties. They've had 2 horrific snaps on the special teams. And high school football special teams are always a weakness. But if Westport's going to have any chance of improving this season, they've got to do a better job on special teams.
Sure.
Because this is what's been happening all year. This isn't a new problem. Right? Savino had that fumble that was recovered. They just they'll move the football, and then they just shoot themselves in the foot. I want a walking taco. I'm not sure what that is.
It's literally a bag of Fritos with salsa
That makes sense.
inside the bag.
I got
So
you.
you can walk with it.
Yeah, I got you. All right, here we go. Lee's going to put his foot into it. That's offsides on Forrest, but they didn't call it, thankfully. And it's going to be picked up by the 4. He heads over the left side. Now cuts it up the middle, needs a block. Gets all the way out, and the ball comes out. Fumble. Ball's at the 27. I think Westport fell on it, or this ball game could be ugly before the half. I thought Forrest was offsides, but they didn't call it, and I'm okay with that.
Of course you are.
We've had way too many penalties.
No more flags, right?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Westport's going to come to the, they're going to break the huddle from the sideline. 27 seconds left to go in the half. Forrest leads 15-6 after the poor snap gave them great field position. Steve Curry ran it in. He's had a good night so far running the football. That was a 5-yard gain for a touchdown. Also has a beautiful pass to Jamarian Burt. Burt's only touched the football twice. I'm surprised by that. So Gavin's going to go in shotgun formation.
Do you air
two
it out
wideouts
here?
each way. You don't turn the ball over. Savino's going to fake it. He's going to throw a draw.
Beautiful.
Nice job by Coates. Coates heads over the left side. He's got 10. He's got 15.
It's tripped.
He's tackled after a 20-yard gain. Ball comes out to the 45. Clock stops on the first down. Good call there by Steve Rim. So Savino's going to hurry up. The clock doesn't start until the ball is set. Savino comes to the line. He's going to drop back, fires into the left, and it's dropped. That ball, Gibbony, was open, and he could have just stepped out of bounds and stopped the clock after a gain of 7, but instead it's 2nd down and 10. Another mistake by this Wolfpack team. And the problem is they're making far more mistakes than they are plays.
Correct.
And that's just tough to win with. And 90% of them are mental. So here it is, 2nd and 10, 13.4. Savino's in shotgun, and now the Wildcats, because we need to extend this half a little bit more, are going to call timeout. So we're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
WOCA.
All right, welcome back to Forest High School. Score is 15-6. The home Wildcats lead over Westport. Apparently that bus ride was long because mentally Westport still seems to be inside the locker room at their own place. 2 wideouts each way for Savino as he works from our left to our right. Coates is to his left. Savino calls for the snap. He's going to drop back, looks to the right, rolls out to the right. He's got a man wide open in the flats, and my goodness gracious. Catch the football, son. It doesn't get easier than that right there. I mean, it hit that guy square in the chest, and he has room to run because there is nobody, and I mean no one within 10 yards of him. I don't know who it is, which is probably best, but you got to catch that ball. I don't know, but there was a flag on the play, and so it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Wow, they're going to give him an extra 10. This is okay, they're going to call holding, 10-yard penalty from the spot. Wow, this ball is going to go all the way back to the 30. With 8 seconds left, you just take a knee now, and again, 2 errors on one play. Westport's got to stop making all these mistakes. Bottom line, whether you win any more football games doesn't matter, but you got to quit making mistakes. So Savino's in shotgun. He's going to drop back. He steps up into the pocket, and he's crushed. And it'll be a loss. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but that'll be the end of the first half. From the end of the first half, you are listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
If you thought there was no tree store in Ocala, then think again. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens has been Ocala's official tree store for well over 50 years. At any given time, Bob has more quality trees, dozens of varieties, including shade trees, palm trees, and citrus trees, than anyone in Marion County. You always get lowest prices and guarantee, plus every day you buy one tree, you get a second one for half price. That means you can buy a 4 to 6 foot tree for as little as $49.99 and get another one just like it for only $25. Hundreds of types and sizes are available. You can get delivered, planted, and guaranteed. So think about trees. Think about Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, away from all the traffic. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, Ocala's Tree Place since 1952.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new
trunk.
trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars, furniture, appliances, horses, pets, and more. Looking for a job? Our Help Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on villages for sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for Sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
When it really counts, depend on The Source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
All right, welcome back to Forest High School. Just had the marching band for the Wolfpack. They didn't make any mistakes. They were pretty mentally strong there. Looked good. Drum
good
major,
formation.
Yeah, drum major was solid. She saluted at the end, which is always important. That's all the band I know. I don't know anything else about band.
What
all
you
right,
see is what I know.
That's correct. Here we are, though, at the half. It's 15-6. And let's talk a little bit about Westport. And just offensively, they've just made so many mistakes. It's just they've had turnovers, they've had fumbles, they've had interceptions, they've had bad snaps, they've had penalties. Every time they start to move the football, they blow themselves up in some way, shape, or form, and it's just making it really tough defensively. I think Westport has played extremely well. They're just not getting any support. The 2 times Forest has scored, it's been off of Westport mistakes. And Westport's not a good enough team to overcome those, and this is why they're 0-3.
Right.
Until they can fix these mistakes, and by the way, they're all self-imposed, so they can definitely fix them. But it seems to be a different person every single time. And that's kind of how these mistakes happen. You have one mistake, and then you get down on yourself, and you lose confidence, and your teammates lose confidence. And at the end of the half, we saw 2 wide open just drop balls.
Yeah.
So has Gavin Samito had a good night? No. But his night hasn't been helped by any of his wide receivers. You know, the Westport has tried to get the ball to their playmakers. They've tried to get Buster into the point where they're forcing it, trying to get Jyleek Barnes more involved in the game. What's been working is Coates running the football. Right. Coates has had a phenomenal game running the football. But that's about it. That's where it starts and that's where it ends. Offensive line hasn't played terrible. It's just everything else is just kind of falling apart, and it's pretty evident. So that's why we're at the half, and the Wildcats lead 15-6. And if you're a Forest Wildcat fan right now, you have to be thrilled because Forest is winning this game without really having to do much because they've had such good field position. Jamarian Burt, by far and away the best player on the field, only touched the ball 3 times.
Right.
Steve Curry has done everything with his legs. I think he's completed 3 passes.
Yeah.
2 of them were to the flats, and then one was the 26-yard touchdown pass to Jamarian Burt, who made a phenomenal play on the ball. Defensively, Westport has been dominant with their front 4.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dominant. Trey Floyd has been a beast. He's been the best player on the field tonight. But they keep putting themselves in terrible, terrible positions. So if you're Steve Rim right now as they're sitting in their own sections,
Yeah, what are you telling them? What are you telling them?
Offensive and defensive. Tell them that, first of all, take care of the football.
Right.
Secondly, you've got to play this game mentally first. I've coached with Steve. I know what he's going to respond to. He does not yell at kids. You will not hear a fire and brimstone. What he's going to tell you is go compete, play each down, and know what you're supposed to do and quit making these mental mistakes because that's what's killing them.
Right.
It's mental mistakes is what's defeating this football team. Not the Wildcats. The Wolfpack themselves are imploding.
Yeah, they're beating themselves.
This is what happened to them against Westport. When I watched the film for the first 2 games, they played okay against Vanguard, but again, they'd move the ball down the field and then blow up inside their own side of the field, and that cannot win football games like that because this team isn't good enough to do that. And also, Westport doesn't have a lot of explosive plays.
Right.
They just don't because that's not the kind of team they are. Gone are the Hopkins of the world, right? Gone is that offensive line, which was dominant last year. Now they're just going to have to grind it out. They get the ball first in the second half.
That's good.
Let's see if Steve Rim and his boys can dial something up and they can do something with it and score on that opening drive. We know they can't kick, right? The kicking game, punting, and extra points is non-existent.
Correct.
So they're going to have to go for 2 anyway, and you're only down by 1 score.
That's true.
You're in this football game.
That's right.
And that was a terribly played first half. So
Does he make a QB change?
No, because it's not on Gavin, and who you're going to put in there is your best wide receiver.
Yeah.
Now, if they want to go to more of a Wildcat, then maybe you bring in a full fullback and just 3 yards in a cloud of dust because you think Buster's a better runner. Maybe. But it just limits you offensively. I mean, Buster can throw the ball, but who's he going to throw it to?
Two, exactly.
Nobody else on the field seems to be able to catch the ball, right? Nobody is stepping up. Now, you got Leonard Hill, who's made a couple of catches, but they're double-teaming him with Jamarian Burt. They're one-on-one with Barnes. So their big play capability has just not been there.
Right.
Because Barnes has been unable to get open. All right, so while the Forest Wildcats are performing and entertaining all the Cat fans here, we're going to step aside. You're listening to, the score at the half is 15-6. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line and a new spoiler and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
WOCA.
Welcome back to Forest High School. I'm Galen Unold. I haven't said my name all day. I don't know, Nick. What do you think? My man, Nick, sidekick. I don't use his last name because he wants to protect his identity from all the fans.
Right.
The girls go crazy over him. So here we are. We're at halftime, and Forest leads 15-6. There's been more penalties than points, which is never a good sign.
No.
But this crew of officials with their masks and gloves has been very busy. But the official did take off his gloves.
No, he didn't.
So, yeah. The official still has his mask with the whistle inside the mask. So it looks like something else coming out of his mouth.
That's his halftime. I mean, when the game starts, he'll probably
is he gonna put on the same gloves that he had off?
It's hanging on his...
Oh, that's incredible. That's next level PPI. Or PPE, I'm sorry. If you've ever gone through a pathogen reduction class of any kind, I'll put it this way, my QA person would lose their mind over that right there. So silly. You just get dirtier. I mean, you're just carrying the pathogens.
Spreading it.
All right, so here we are. We're still at halftime. Both teams are warming up. Great renditions by both bands. Did a great job. Crowd is packed. Nobody's really going anywhere. The score's 15-6. Westport will get the ball first to open up the second half, and I really expect, Nick, them to run the football about 16 times here. I would just run the ball because there is no passing game to speak of for Westport. Savino, it's not been on him.
It's been the receivers.
He hasn't had a lot of time. Receivers haven't helped him. They haven't been open. And the same was true for last week. You cannot put this on a single player. Buster dropped that easy touchdown last week. We'll see how it all shakes out this half. So now the Wolfpack are going to work from our right to our left. And as we approach the bottom of the hour, you are listening to WOCA Ocala. Our station is now at the airport. And Tom Schmitz was supposed to be here tonight, but he got scared. Is a little hurt. He's on the IR. Not allowed to say IR anymore. IL.
IL.
Because the Red Sox are better than any team that Nick likes, which is important to note here at the halftime. Three-way tie for the playoff.
I'm just going to let that one roll.
Toronto Blue Jays are probably the hottest team in the AL. I don't think I really think.
Are we watching the same year of baseball?
They're in the lead for the wild card there, Nick.
Okay, that's the wild card.
Right. Well, I mean, Tampa is going to. What I was saying is Tampa's going to win the World Series this year.
Okay.
I'm calling it
You
right now.
should have led with that.
Now, the sad thing is they still won't sell out the Trop.
No,
For
they
the
never
World
do.
Series
They never
game.
have.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. Unless some team that travels well, like the Red Sox, are
No.
there. All right, here we go. Lee is going to put his foot in the ball so we don't have to banter anymore. And another player's offsides, but they called that one finally. That's the third time out of 3 kicks. Same guy has been offsides.
Offsides.
All 3.
All
you know what's sad about it
kicks.
is he's the one closest to the football.
That's
Just stay on side. It's not difficult. So now we've doubled the amount of penalties as points. And that's a good start for Westport.
Very good.
5-yard gain.
Very good.
Now, here's the thing that happens in high school. The people who are deep always play too deep, and the ball bounces and they don't pick it up. So right now you got 2 guys back. Why not have one standing at the 30 instead of the 15? That kid cannot kick it that far.
No way. Oh, it's even worse.
Oh, my God. It hit Trey Stokes right in the chest. He picks it up, runs over the left side, breaks a tackle, ball
and he
comes
loses
out,
the ball.
fumble. Wildcats recover. Trey Stokes was popped right on the football, and that was picked up by number 23 of Forest. And there is a flag on the play, and it's going to be personal foul against Westport. And they're going to call that on
58.
Yes, I know it's Roland Richardson. So he probably had a crackback block of some kind. But that'll be great field position for Forest.
Absolutely.
Oh, he threw a punch? If he throws a punch, he's out for the season. So if they got it on film, I don't know if that's true, but it's what they're saying in the press box. So again, this crew does nothing very quickly. They talk about it. They make sure they all agree. Then they decide what to do. Then they talk about it some more. They're still talking. Now they're going to mark it off. Ball's going to go all the way into Westport territory. It's going to be marked 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. What an ominous start to the second half for Westport.
That was a blow.
Curry's going to be in shotgun, 2 wideouts. He's going to give it to the running back. He heads over the right side. Massive hole, and he's cut down after a gain of 12. He ran right past Trey Floyd, who was going right for the quarterback and didn't care about his responsibilities there. And again, let's see if this team falls apart.
That was
Trimar Cave
on the carry.
On the carry. And they're going to give fake it to Cave, and Curry's going to keep it. He heads over the left side, and he is brought down after a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4. And all of that almighty momentum is squarely on this side of the Wildcats. 2nd down, and they're going to say he got 5 on that. 11:15 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And just what we said the Westport Wolfpack could not do, they did. They make another mistake and give the Wildcats more hope. They're going to fake it to Cave. Curry keeps it. He heads up the middle, and he'll pick up a 1st down and more. They have found a spot over the right side of that defensive line, and Steve Rim's seen enough of that. They're going to swap out D tackles because he's just getting run over. Whoever's there at that right guard position is just getting beat up. Woo! Good opening drive for Wildcats here. And again, I think they've decided the same thing. We don't have to throw the football to beat this team. We're going to beat them by grinding it out. And Forest hasn't made a lot of mistakes, right? Westport's made enough for everybody. Curry's in shotgun. He's in no rush. He's got 5 wide. He wants to spread them out. And I think he's going to run it right down their throat one more time. And that play has not been stopped all night. Curry drops back. He's under pressure, rolls out to his right, picks up a block, stiff arms a guy, and tries to get to the edge. And then he's thrown out of bounds late. And what a stupid penalty that was by the Westport. And I think that was on Trey Stokes. And now there's a fight on the sidelines as Curry was 4 yards out of bounds and then got thrown into the track.
That might
what
be offsetting.
Dumb play that was by Westport. And I don't know who that was who was getting into it after the fact, but somebody was protecting their quarterback, and I don't really blame him because that was just a blatant penalty. Doesn't get easier than that, but this officiating crew will make it complicated. They're talking about it. Now he goes all the way across the field to talk to another guy. He doesn't like that. Now he wants to talk about it more. Yeah, let's keep talking. Yeah, no, it was on Westport. No, couldn't have been. It was on Forest. No, let's talk about it. How hard is it? He shoved him 3 yards out of bounds. A 15-yard penalty. Let's mark it. All right, now he's decided that it is a personal foul. 15-yard penalty. Now he's going to talk some more. They still haven't marked off the penalty.
It's on the sideline. They
I don't
offset.
know. They offset?
Yep.
Wow. Wow. I don't agree with that one, but Westport caught a break there. Instead of 1st and goal inside the 5, it's going to just stay at 2nd and 7, and Westport got a cheap shot on the quarterback. So here we are, 10-15. He's got to fix his mask and his gloves that he's used all game, took off, put back on. And the officials are going to write some things down and talk about it. I wonder if he's worried about like what he's going to wear tomorrow to his golf game.
No, that's actually his groceries list.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
His wife called him. So Curry's in shotgun after all that. Nothing changed. Curry drops back. He fires into the end zone for Burt. Burt goes up, and it's picked off by Westport. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. Great play there by Strickland.
Now let's see if Westport can do something with this momentum.
I'm sorry, that's Divine Bellestro. Doesn't look like a Divine Bellestro, but that's who caught it.
Oh, it's free safety.
1st and 10. I thought it was Cedric. Oh, it's Cedric Strickland. Yeah, it's Strickland. Sorry. So there's 2 number 24s on the roster. So it'll be 1st and 10, and the Westport defense again, which has had a heck of a football game, made a play to keep this Westport team in it. Because let's be clear, if Forest goes up 21-0 or 21-6 or 22-6, this game's over. But instead, the score is 15-6 with 10 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. I formation, they're going to give it to Coates, the deep man. He makes one guy miss, makes 2 men miss, carries another one. He did a lot of work for a 4-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down and 6. And I think that's what Westport's going to have to do.
Run the ball.
As long as they don't have any penalties or getting any negative plays, they can win this football game. But they haven't proven that they can do that this season. Is there another penalty? There's a flag on the play. And it'll be against Westport. It'll be holding. It'll be a 10-yard spot foul. Gosh, that turns into, instead of a 5-yard gain, it's a 12-yard loss. So it's 1st down and 22 instead of 2nd down and 5. I mean, at some point, this team is going to have to become a smarter football team. Geez, we're into week 4 now, right? Week 4, you cannot make these kind of mistakes. Gavin's underneath the center. 2 tight ends, I formation. They're going to give it to Stokes, the up back. He heads over the right side and brought down after about a 2-yard gain. That'll set up 2nd down and 20. Ball's inside the Forest Wildcat side of the 50. They're going to mark that down at the 12-yard line. Westport's got a long way to go, and they've proven they don't punt the ball very well. They definitely can't snap it. They've had 3 punts, and 2 of them have ended up with 1st and 10 from inside their own 20 for Forest. They've had great field position. Forest wants their kicking game out there.
Yeah.
If I'm Steve Rim, I may decide I never want to punt again. All right, here we go. 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Forest is showing a blitz. Gavin drops back. He's under pressure. Fires over the middle. He's got a man open, and it's dropped. But he is also flag on the play. Easy call. No automatic 1st down in high school football, so that'll just be a 15-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 5. No spot fouls in high school. It's just a 15-yard penalty. It's not an automatic 1st down. Is it a dumb rule? Yes. But it's high school football. So the man with the mask and the gloves is going to mark it off, and he only gives him 10 yards.
I told you to put his gloves back on.
10 yards. That's the silliest thing I've ever seen, arguably in my life. Now he's going to say, wait a second. I went to Forest High School, but I can't count to 10 or past 10. Anybody who wears mask and glove at night is, hasn't done any research. Savino drops back. He's going to fire it out to Strickland in the flats. He's got the first down. He's got a little bit more. It gets over the 40-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And pushed again.
It'll be 1st and 10. Wolfpack. Nice, easy pitch and catch there from Savino to Strickland. Nice play there. Let's see if that gives this offense a little momentum. That's one play in a row, Nick.
Or a mental boost.
Yeah, mental boost without a penalty.
Yeah.
8:36 left to go here in the third quarter. 15-6 is our score. The main attraction tonight has been the officials. Double tight end, one wide receiver to the bottom. I formation. They're going to give it to Coates. Coates is brought down after virtually no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9. And I will tell you who's not been on the field is Buster. Buster Jailik Buster Barnes has not been on the field. I think
right
I
in front
see
of
him.
us.
Yeah, I see him on the bench. He must be hurt. No idea. But it'll be 2nd down and 9 here. So the big wide receiver for Westport is out. I formation, 2 tight ends. Savino underneath the center. The Wildcats have 10 men in the box. They're going to give it, fake it to the running back. Savino rolls out, fires into the flats, and it is incomplete. He kind of threw that away. Didn't trust himself to let that go. If he throws that about 2 seconds quicker, Hill is wide open on that little crossing route. And that's been a play that Savino's run for years. We ran that son from the tight end with my son at the tight end position.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the easiest throws you can make. And trust me, Leonard Hill is a better athlete than my son. So, but it'll be 2nd down and 9. 7:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Coates is the back. Trey Stokes is the fullback. 2 tight ends. Strickland to the bottom. They're going to fake it. They're going to throw it to Strickland deep. Now Savino's going to catch it, or run with it, I'm sorry. Picks up 5, 6, 7, and is popped. And there's a flag on the play, and that'll be a holding. And that's going to come back. That'll be a spot foul. And so that's going to be a spot foul from the 38-yard line. And this offensive line, Nick, is just imploding.
Yeah.
I think that's a 3rd penalty this possession on the offensive line. So again, Savino makes a nice little run to set up 3rd and short. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and long again.
Yep. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Jeez, the mental errors. And I'm sorry, holding is not a physical error. It's a mental error. These guys got to figure this out. So now, instead of, again, 2nd and short, 3rd and short, was that 3rd? I thought it was 2nd down.
That's 3rd.
It's 2nd down. I think it's 2nd. I think it's 2nd. The yard marker is saying 3rd. I've been wrong many times in my life. This will be no different. But Westport's going to come out. They're going to have 2 tight ends, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver each way. Savino drops back. He fires under the flats. That was not a well-thrown ball. It was thrown to Barnes.
Closer, yeah.
Incomplete. And now they're saying it's 4th down, and it is. It just didn't work. Even if he catches it, he's 15 yards short of the 1st down. So Chris Bagley's going to come into punt. Let's watch and see who snaps this.
It's
Will Cotney. He's got to do a better job.
Yeah.
He's better than that. 2 terrible snaps. First one went over his head. The second one 3-hopped him. And Bagley cannot make a play the way Buster did. So here we go. Oh, what was that? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. The ball's kicked backwards. And he gets a forward hop. There's a flag on the play. The ball almost went backwards on the punt. It's a net before the penalty, 3-yard punt. Wow. Not a good snap. Again, not a good snap. But another flag because why not? And it's against Westport. I'm going to decline that. It'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats, and the ball will be at the 27. There was some guy running across the field. Another mental mistake. And again, we've talked about this defense playing well. They just stopped them with a pick, but they're right back in there. Look at that
Same
offensive
position.
set. right? They had 5 penalties, 5 offensive penalties in one possession. Their only positive yards came on a penalty by the Wildcats for pass interference. They're going to give the ball to Burt. Burt heads over the left side. He's got a hole, but he's brought down immediately. Great pursuit there and tackle by Howard. Jordan Howard came in and made a pop. Nice play there. That'll set up 2nd down and 9. Again, that's only the first time that Burt's touched the ball in the second half. He's only touched it maybe 4 times. I'm surprised he doesn't get the ball a lot more. 6:27 left to go. Clock runs. Curry's in that same formation. 2 wide receivers each way. Lone running back with a tight end. He's going to fake the handoff, run over the left side, but he's brought down from behind by every Wolfpack on the field, and that'll set up 3rd down and forever. And you're right on the cusp of field goal range, I think, for this kid. From this spot right here, that's a 42-yarder. And there aren't very many high school kids that can kick a 42-yarder. So this is 2-down territory right now. And again, this is a perfect example of this Westport defense playing outstanding.
Yeah, they're playing
and the
very
offense just not getting anything done. So Curry's in shotgun. See if they can get anything going. He drops back, looks to his left, now comes back to the right. He's brought down for a sack by Trey Stokes.
Absolutely.
And Jordan Howard was there as well. That'll be a 5-yard loss. And again, this Westport defense rises to the occasion. And it puts them well out of field goal range. There's maybe 5 high school kickers in this 100-mile radius that could kick one from this far in a game situation. And so Forrest is going to have to go for it here. No reason to punt it. It's not like the Westport offense can do anything. If they punt it, they'll get the ball back, maybe the same position. But what we're going to do is there's a timeout on the field. And so we're going to step aside. The score's 15-6 from Forest High School. They lead the Wolfpack. You're listening to high school football right here. WOCA, The Source.
If you thought there was no tree store in Ocala, then think again. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens has been Ocala's official tree store for well over 50 years. At any given time, Bob has more quality trees, dozens of varieties, including shade trees, palm trees, and citrus trees, than anyone in Marion County. You always get lowest prices and guarantee. Plus, every day you buy one tree, you get a second one for half price. That means you can buy a 4 to 6 foot tree for as little as $49.99 and get another one just like it for only $25. Hundreds of types and sizes are available. You can get delivered, planted, and guaranteed. So think about trees. Think about Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, away from all the traffic. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, Ocala's Tree Place since 1952.
WOCA.
Ocala.
Welcome back to Forest High School, and they're going to punt it. And that ball's 15 yards into the end zone on the bounce. It'll be 1st and 10 Wolfpack. This defense, again, the Wolfpack defense is just playing outstanding. Just a tremendous job. Another mental mistake by the kicking game. Westport should never kick again. Right? I'm serious. They should never punt. Everything's 4-down territory.
Or throw.
They just punted one and had a net 2 yards, and they had a personal and a penalty on it. Just run the ball. Just run the ball at this point. 4:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Both of these teams have not gotten a win, and you can tell neither team is playing very well. No. Forest's offense is really one guy. It's Steve Curry running the football as we're at the water break. Westport has no offense. And I guess the second best offense on the field is Westport's offense. Because every time they get the ball, they seem to lose 15, 20 yards. And again, you cannot win a football game like that. Not in this county. I don't know what county you can win it in. But here you are in a cross-county rivalry. First 3 games, Westport was playing teams that were very, very good. Tonight, this was a get right game, right? This is a game where you should come out here with a 10-point win, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
20-point win. Instead, they did score a touchdown, but that's about it. They've got to figure some stuff out. But here we go. Westport's going to take the ball again, I formation. No wide receivers now. They're going to just pack it in and run the football behind Coates. And Coates picks up 2. There are 22 men in the box. There's 11 people within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage right now.
Stacked.
That's pretty. This is old school football now. 2nd down and 8. I mean,
this is also desperation football.
Well, nothing's worked, right? Maybe this way they won't hold. But there are literally 22 men within 3 yards of the football. Now they're going to give it to the running back. Stokes heads over the left side, and he's going to pick up 4. They'll call it 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Again, no flags. That's 2 in a row. I don't know if that's happened the entire game for Westport. And Gavin is in no rush. He's taking his time. He's going to come into the huddle. Jamarian Burt's waving to the crowd. Hey, Bert, we see you. And the crowd is just dead here because this is a boring game. There's no other way to slice this other than the officials, whatever they're making, they've earned every single dollar. Same formation. 22 people around the line of scrimmage. They're going to fake the handoff. Savino rolls out, fires, hits Leonard Hill on a nice little flat route. Leonard Hill breaks 2 tackles, breaks 3, popped 4 or 5 times, and picks up 10. Wow, the offense has shown some life. Again, the Wolfpack just crowded the line of scrimmage and tried to get their best athlete in space, and Savino hit him right in the hands, and he caught it.
He did.
Everything went right. 1 in a row.
And no flag.
No flags. Everything went right. Quite impressive. 15-6 is our score here. They're going to hand it off again to Coates. Coates is tackled after a gain of about 4. Good push there right up
What do you know? The running game's working.
Well, we'll see until they have a foul of some kind. But 2nd down, and we'll call it 5. Nice run right behind the hip of Will Cotney there. Cotney is moving the line of scrimmage. It's just they're just getting their own problems.
They're good.
Again, 2 tight end. They're going to give it to the deep back Coates. Coates breaks the tackle, breaks 2. He's got 7 on the play. That'll be
Another
a first down.
No flag.
No flags. Again, if the Wolfpack don't make any mistakes, they can win this football game.
They sure can.
Because they are imposing their will. Their will has just been to make mistakes. 1st and 10. Ball sits just shy of the 50-yard line. So on the Westport side of the 50. Clock rolls. Lots of time left. Lots of time left for the officials to stay involved. Again, two tight ends with a flanker. They're going to give it to the up man. Stokes is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The left guard just didn't block anybody. And nice tackle there by Gibney. I don't know if Gibney plays for Westport or not. Nope, that's Gibney.
That's Gibney.
He came from his defensive end position, slashed in, and the left guard just didn't even touch him. So that'll set up 2nd and 11. Ball clock continues to wind. Again, Westport is staying in that tight formation, and Forrest has all of their guys within 4 yards of the football.
Do.
Gavin's going to roll out. Option. He's going to keep it himself, and he's brought down for a 2-yard play. That play didn't work at all. Let's try something else. It'll be 3rd down and a country mile, and there's a cramp on the play. So we're going to step aside. Right now the score is 15-6. Forrest leads over Westport. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
WOCA.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
All right, welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA, the source. Just cramp going on. It was one of those things where he got up, he goes, nope, I'm going back down because this thing still hurts. So, and it's one of those hot nights, and you probably didn't hydrate right. And so I'm not surprised by cramping. There's been a lot of plays from scrimmage because of all the stoppages, right, between the penalties and timeouts. It's been a grinding game. I should probably be at my car by now. We're almost into the 2-hour mark of this game, and we haven't even finished the third quarter. So Savino's going to come in shotgun. He's going to go 2 wide receivers to the top, 2 running backs. Savino calls for the snap. He drops back. He looks to his right, fires into the flats. He's got a guy, that's Strickland. Did he catch it?
He did.
He did. He bobbled it, but it's right at the stick. I think it's going to be a yard short. But based on the punting that this team has, I would rather just throw a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Or just take a knee.
Or sneak it.
You don't punt it.
No.
I don't know if you see Westport punt again, like ever. I think that's probably a good play as well. So Savino's underneath the center. Let's see if Savino and Cotney can get a first down.
Absolutely.
Easy. Cotney pushed that poor guy. What's his name? something? What was his name?
76?
Yes.
Shawayne Ford.
Shawayne got pushed back. Shawayne heard a dinner bell and got pushed back. Will Cotney just said, I'm going to move you, son. So,
Got somewhere to go.
Yeah. First down, Wolfpack. Good drive here going. They've actually even completed some passes, which is good. The man with the gloves and the mask, he can't pick up a football because of his gloves. I don't understand that at all because he'll touch his mask. Look, every time touches his mask. Anyway, they're going to hand it off to Coach. Coach has got 2, and then he's met by the linebacking core of the Forest Wildcats. That'll set up second down and 8, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. So we're going to finish this all up. We're going to hit to the fourth quarter. The Wolfpack trail by 8, but they're driving. Let's see what happens. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, the source.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
You're getting WOCA.
Ocala.
Driving here. Let's see if they can get something done to start off the fourth quarter. Savino underneath the center. He's going to go into play action. He's under all kinds of pressure. Steps up, fires, and it's caught. Nice throw and catch there by Leonard Hill. Good throw there by Savino. He threw it right where it needed to be. And that'll be a first down. Nice play there. Savino stepped up in the pocket, made a good throw.
That was a great stick awareness for him to throw that ball.
And again, Leonard Hill slid to make the catch. That's the kind of play that this team hasn't had. That's the kind of play where they botched it, right? The quarterback doesn't throw it, or there's a holding, or there's a drop. They actually executed. When they execute, this team can move the football.
Absolutely.
All right, so it's 1st and 10. Ball sits at the 20, we'll call it the 26. just starting the fourth quarter. Wolfpack trail by 8. 2 wide receivers at the top, 2 running backs, Stokes and Coates. And then Gavin's going to fire to the end zone. He's got Leonard Hill, but he overthrows him. Oh, Leonard Hill just couldn't find the football. That was a good, at first I thought he overthrew him, but it was a well-thrown ball. And I believe it got stuck in the lights because Leonard Hill never found that football. That was a good throw. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Now all of a sudden Steve Rims wants to air it out. He gets a little impatient.
2-possession game.
No, it's a single, 8 points. Oh, I can't add. It's 7. It's 9 points.
I went to Denellen.
Oh, I went to Forest. I also went to Flagler College. We don't take math at Flagler. It's a liberal arts school. Just show up. They'll figure it out. Same formation. 2 wide receivers to the top. He's going to fire out to the right side. That's Strickland. Oh, that's Leonard Hill. He makes 1 miss. He makes 2. He drags another guy. Gets close to the first down. And that'll set up 2nd down. Or I'm sorry, 3rd down and 5. We'll call it 4. 11:24 left to go. Westport side is dead quiet. Again, not a good crowd, but they don't travel well. Forest is packed. Love to see it.
But they're silent.
Of course they are. Forced. I mean, come on. The only crowd that is really loud is North Marion in Dunellen.
Yeah, Denellen.
Vanguard's just like, oh, we're not winning by 30. You know, they're spoiled. Trinity is kind of loud, but not really. It's a different kind of loud.
Never been to a game at Trinity.
So, yeah, Lake Weir, they have a DJ, and it is louder in the press box than it is anywhere else. And this DJ, like right now, he'd be going, yeah, let's go, get hype. I'm like, shut up, man. I'm trying to do a broadcast. So, gotta love the PA announcers. I could grade them all. You know, Larry Fuquay is a personal one. Westport's is pretty terrible, not gonna lie. He's boring as heck. But it seems like everybody's got some connection to the MCYFL. Somehow, if you're an MCYFL PA announcer, you end up at a high school.
Yeah. There's a shortage.
Marion,
There's a shortage.
North Marion, Westport, Vanguard. Larry Fuquay was a coach out at MCYFL for decades. Yeah, I'd have to go through the list. Dunellen, PA guy, coaches the Pop Warner team. So here he goes, Savino, 3rd and 5. He's going to give it to the deep man. That's Coates. He heads over to the right side. Tries to dive ahead. He's going to be right near the stick. Ooh, it's close.
He's got the first down.
It's either going to be 4th and short or...
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he's a good yard short. Good spot. I think that's right about it, but the ball's inside the 20. And let's see what we can do here, but because you cannot kick.
Sneak it again. It worked last time.
Yeah, but let's see if Rim gets smart or tries to do something too smart. A lot of clean jerseys out there right now at wide receiver. Buster, I think, is hurt. I haven't seen a lot of them. Savino is underneath the center. He's going to give it to Stokes. Stokes has got enough for the first down with a second effort. That's a huge play for Westport.
That's great.
And by the way, the way their defense is playing, I'd have gone for it every single time. 1st and 10. Ball sits at the 15. Trey Stokes is coming off the field. That young man hasn't been off of a snap all game. Well, the white cap just decides he needs to talk a little bit more. He takes his time, too. He's in no rush. I would hate to play golf with that guy because he's that guy who just keeps dragging everything out. Probably reads that 18-inch putt.
I'm confused about his sticks. They got first down there, but
maybe they measured it. I don't know what the heck they were doing. I thought he had it by 1.5 feet. The man with the gloves.
Oh, they finally called the first down.
The man with the gloves and the mask touches the ball and then immediately touches his mask.
I'm going to schedule a halftime interview with him.
Oh, I know him. He doesn't want to talk to me. He's from New York. I do know his name. He's a much better basketball referee than he is football, and I've told him that. He's not a bad basketball ref at all. After we spoke last time, he did ask who my son was, and I lied. There's only one non-black kid on the team at the time. Wasn't good. Coates runs it up the middle.
Great run.
Picks up 6, picks up 7. They're going to give him right at the first down marker. It'll be 1st and goal, Westport. With 9:44 left to go, they trail by 9. See where they marked that? Oh, they're going to say he was down after an 8-yard gain.
Westport looks like they built some confidence, mental confidence this drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I told him, he goes, yeah, who's your son? I said, that kid. He goes, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't need that in my life. I formation, they're going to give it to Coates again. He breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2. He's got a first down inside the 5-yard line. The Wolfpack are knocking on the door here. It'll be 1st and goal. They're going to say he's at the, what are we going to get that, the 3? The marker could not be farther away from me, and I can't see. Where are your binoculars, Nick?
I got them.
Of course you do. I don't need them. I'm just kidding. I just like to make fun of you. Gives me something to do. 9:13 left to go here in the 4th quarter. I formation. Savino gives it to Coates. He heads over the left side. He's got a hole. He's trying to get into the end zone. Breaks 1 tackle, and he's knocked down right at the door. Oh, boy. If that was a pane of glass, I thought he broke it. But they're going to say he's a yard
shy.
2nd and goal. Coates in that left side is just knocking back the Wildcats.
Coates is having a game.
Let's see if Westport just stays on the ground. Don't outthink it. But I'll be honest with you, this is where Rim likes to do a bootleg. They're going to give it to the Stokes, and he's knocked down in the backfield for a loss of 2. What's his name? Swain? What's his name?
No, that's 74. That's a
different guy.
Different guy.
Somebody made a play.
We don't have a name for him.
Of course we don't. Well, who's my guy again? Swarmy?
Sherwayne.
Sherwayne.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to him. Way to go, Sherwayne. All right, 8 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Power I. They're going to give it to the deep man. Coates heads over the right side. Touchdown! Westport.
Let's go. Now it's a game.
Now we've got a 1-point game.
Well, we don't know that.
Or, I'm sorry, a 1-score game. And I think they have to go for 2. Because going for 1 is iffy.
Yeah.
But they're going to bring in Kieran Ball, and he's going to attempt the extra point.
And there's a lot of time left in this
life
game.
Over there on the sidelines. I think the entire Cotney family must have cheered because they came to life. Boy, y'all miss Leslie. Bad snap. Kick is up and good. No good. It was blocked by somebody's belly. That had no chance. Terrible snap. They should not snap the ball anymore with any distance. Long snapping is an art form that the Westport Wildcats or Westport Wolfpack have not figured out. Dogs and cats today. All right, so here we are. It's 15-12.
If Westport's defense gets another stop here, Westport can get this game.
They should. The way their defense is playing has been outstanding. Force offense has all come from Westport's offense, and that's the first possession. They haven't destroyed themselves. So it's been pretty good. It's been really good. So let's see what happens. They're taking their time. Again, this officiating crew is in no rush. No rush whatsoever. So Westport's going to come onto the field. Kieran Ball is the kicker for Westport. Let's see how far he can kick it. The Wildcats are standing at their own 20. Let's see if Kieran Ball can kick it over their head. He's got a decent leg.
He does.
He can kick this over their head. They're not respecting him at all. But he's going to pooch kick it the way he's lined up. Onside kick. Wow. That ball's going backwards. Wow. I've never seen anything like that in my life. In case the kicking game could get worse. Kieran Ball kicked it 6 yards backwards, people. We've had a punt go backwards. Now we've had a kickoff. This is a kickoff. Like if you're playing around in the yard and your 3-year-old son kicks it, he couldn't do that. 6 yards backwards off of a non-moving ball on a tee. He couldn't do that again if you paid him. Wow, that was terrible. The kicking game for Westport is terrible. It's hurting them. I've never seen anything like that. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 35. Wow. Steve Curry's in shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff, and he runs right through Leonard Hill, and he's going to pick up 15, 16 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats inside the 20. Steve Curry is just saying, come on, boys, get on my back. I'm going to run through guys. And that was a Leonard Hill that was just tired. Little tired. Little tiredness going on. 7:40 left to go. And again, the defense put in a terrible situation again, Nick. 6-yard loss on the kick. And the Wildcats never touched the ball. They could.
First of all, I disagree with an onside kick.
I do too, but that's not the point. You can't. You got to execute it a little better. He never even gave him a chance. Curry's going to keep it again. Heads over the left side. This time he cuts it up the middle. He's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Carrying the Wolfpack for a 12-yard gain. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 8. And this Wolfpack defense is gassed. Absolutely gassed. They're going to mark him down at the 9. Clock rolls. Another score here is the ball game. This Westport team has no explosiveness on offense. A touchdown here and it's over. But Forest's going to take their time. They're right in the corner where I can't see them anyway, I'm going to guess. 6:49 left to go in the game. Forest leads 15-12. Curry's going to head over the left side. He carries 4 guys, breaks 2 tackles, still moving. And they're going to call him down by progress, even though he wasn't really down. But he's going to pick up 5. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. We'll call it the 4. As the man with the mask and his gloves is going to mark it down at the 4. Ooh, rough. 6:14 and counting here.
One thing we haven't seen from the Wildcats lately is a thrown ball.
Why would you? They can't stop Curry. Don't hand it off. Just let him run it. Unless they throw a fade route to Burt, but why? They threw a pick last time. Just run the football. They got a fullback now in front of Curry. Curry's going to keep this. They're going to give it to the fullback. Fumble! In the end zone by Westport. Miracles never cease. And the Wolfpack cling to life because he was untouched into the end zone. And then at about the 1-yard line, the ball just came flying out.
That could not have gone any better.
And this is 2 teams that just can't win. That's what we're seeing right now. They could have just taken over this football game, but they're finding a way to lose, and that's what bad football teams do. Let's see if one of them can figure it out how to win a game. Boy, that was Winfrey, who was walking in unmolested into the end zone and just chalked it up. And now that 6-yard loss on the kick doesn't look so bad.
No, it doesn't look so bad after all.
Well, what a terrible kick. I mean, the ball went backwards on a standing tee. I am fat
like a
and have
curveball
no
to me.
knees. They're going to give it to the running back. He heads over the left side. He's got 3. He's got 4. No quit and Coates. It'll be 2nd down at 6. I'm old, fat, and I have 2 really bad knees. I'm pretty sure I could kick it further than -6 yards. I mean, how do you do that? I mean, I've seen guys whiff, right?
Right.
And it still go forward.
10 yards at least.
It went backwards and didn't touch anybody. All right, so there's a break on the field, and we're going to step aside as well. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
WOCA.
All right, we are live at Forest High School. Forest leads Westport 15-12. And I guarantee you that Westport is not going to kick a field goal. Guarantee that. But they got the ball right now. It's 2nd down and 5. Ball sits at the 25. I formation, double tight end. They're going to give it to fake it to Coates. They're going to do an end around to Leonard Hill. He's got space. He's got the first down. He needs a block. He's going to be run out of bounds after a gain of 5. They're going to give him 15 on that carry. Will Cotney out there leading the way. It'll be 1st and 10. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So a gain of 9 on the play. I thought he got much further along there. Clock's running at 4:55. If you're Westport, you don't want Forest to touch the football again. So even though they trail, let's see if they can keep moving. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends. Savino drops back. He's under pressure, rolls out, breaks the tackle. He tucks it, but this is coming back on a holding on Chris Bagley. And that was an obvious hold. Savino's going to be run out of bounds, but another flag. That's going to be a late hit against the Wildcats. That'll be setting. So Savino keeping hope alive here. And that was a terrible hold by Bagley. He just dragged him down.
And it was unnecessary.
Yeah, because Savino was past him. And it's another one of those mental mistakes we're talking about.
Yep.
But this is going to take 15 to 20 minutes for the officials to figure it out. Here we go. They're going to call something.
Sherwayne's coming off the field.
Uh-oh. What are we doing? I guess it's only against Forest. Holding against Westport. That's the call. And the problem here in high school, it is offsetting. But they only marked it one direction. What in the wide world of sports is going on here? So the ball's currently sitting at the 15.
They're going to move it.
Now they're going to move it 15 yards forward. So it'll be 1st and 15. That, by the way, because of where that holding was, it was a 20-yard holding penalty.
Yep.
Because it's a spot foul.
Spot foul, right.
So now it's 1st down and 14. Ball sits just outside the 30-yard line. And Westport, this is it. I think they're going to need to score on this possession.
This is their drive right here.
4:28 left to go. God, I'll bet you we've had 35 penalties. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I'll bet you it's been about 35. I formation, double tight end. They're going to give it to the deep man. Coates heads up in the middle. He breaks a tackle. He breaks 2. Spin move to the first down marker. He's going to have 18 on the play. He's going to get outside the 45, just shy of midfield. They're going to mark him down at the 46-yard line. Great hole there over that left side. And if you know Steve Rim and Coach Cass, they love to run on the left side. So it'll be 1st and 10. 4:09 left to go in this football game. All the time in the world for Savino and the Wolfpack. Oh, there's a false an illegal motion on Stokes. Stokes does a good kick-out block. And that'll give Coates a 5-yard gain. But the flag never came out.
Never came out.
Maybe he decided he was going in motion because he flattened it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Good job by Stokes because he came out.
He did.
And instead of going forward, he just went laterally.
At the last minute, yeah.
That's not a penalty. Smart play there by the junior. And I think the official's like, okay, I've called enough. Maybe his quota is met. 3:33 left to go. Ball sits just on the Wildcat side of the 50. 2nd down and 5. Same formation.
Strong
2
side,
tight end.
right side.
They're going to give it to Coates. He heads over the left side. He's got 5. And he's brought down right at the stick. Let's see where they mark him. They're going to say he's knocked out of bounds after a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and short. They're going to say 3rd and 3. Wow, I thought he was up past the 45, but they're going to say he's brought down at the 46. 3 minutes and counting. Wildcat or Wolfpack have all their timeouts, but no need to use them yet. No reason to rush. Plenty of time. Same formation. Savino trying to draw the Wildcats offsides. First time he's changed his cadence. They're going to give it to the deep man Coates. He's hitting the backfield. Picks up a yard. That'll set up 4th down and short.
You go for it.
Oh, you have no choice.
Yeah.
You have to go for it. Not enough time on the clock. But Westport's going to call a timeout. We're going to keep it here, though, with 2:30 left to go. Let's break this down, because this is the play of the game right here. Westport has to get a first down or it's over. I'll say it's the play of the game so far. A lot of mistakes, both teams. Neither team really wants to win this football game. It's going to come down to who makes the fewest mistakes. Again, the Wildcats are driving into the end zone, and they just fumble it.
Yeah.
Or this game is over, and the crowd is empty, and then it would take us about 2 minutes to get out.
You're Steve Rem. What are you talking? What are you telling your quarterback right now?
Really simple. Get a first down. You're going to have to. It's 4th and 4 because they lost a yard. 4th and 3, so they lost a yard on that. So the question becomes, what can I do to gain 3 yards? Toss sweep hasn't worked. Does he try to get
the reverse
fancy?
has?
It's worked once and failed twice. Or do you just say, you know what, I trust the left side of my line?
Yeah.
Do you hard count them or do you quick count them? Here we go. This is the ball game. Savino gives it to Coates. He fakes it. He's going to do a naked bootleg. Smart play there by Savino. Face mask. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. And as I've said before, they love the bootleg. Are they going to call holding? Terrible call. Absolute terrible call, and that's the first sign of life we've had from the Wildcats fans. They're cheering penalties now at Forest. That's where we're at. Wow, what a terrible, terrible call that was. I thought he got a face mask on the way by. That's a 10-yard penalty. So instead of a first down, it's 4th down and 14. And Buster is not in the football game right now. He's your best wide receiver. You got to go to Leonard Hill. Listen to this. It's 4th down and 14, and this crowd is dead. Forest High School football is in a terrible place right now. They're trying, and listen to it. You can hear a church. This is like going to church for a funeral. Here's Savino. He drops back. He's got time, and now he steps up. He's hit, and he's going to be brought down for a sack.
That's the game.
He's got to throw that football. And 2:16 left to go. Forest takes over. No help from the crowd. Must be alumni night or something. Nope. Because if I was here, we'd be cheering. So, that's two teams who don't know how to win, and the only reason that either team won is because of the officials. And I'm sorry, that was a terrible holding call. Savino had that first down, but this white cap is called. It's no reason. I'm not Tom Schmitz or John Ivory. I just hate officials. I think they do a pretty terrible job for the most part. But it's 2:16 left to go. Ball sits at the 44. So Steve Curry's going to spread them out and probably try to run it down their throat. Let's see if they can hold on to the ball. And now there's a timeout for the Wildcats. And that'll give us a step aside to take another break. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
If you thought there was no tree store in Ocala, then think again. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens has been Ocala's official tree store for well over 50 years. At any given time, Bob has more quality trees, dozens of varieties, including shade trees, palm trees, and citrus trees than anyone in Marion County. You always get lowest prices and guarantee, plus every day you buy one tree, you get a second one for half price. That means you can buy a 4 to 6 foot tree for as little as $49.99 and get another one just like it for only $25. Hundreds of types and sizes are available. You can get delivered, planted, and guaranteed. So think about trees. Think about Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, away from all the traffic. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, Ocala's Tree Place since 1952.
WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, so here we go. It's 1st and 10 for Forest, and Curry is going to keep it himself. He heads over the left side, dives ahead, no gain. One of the Wolfpack players comes out with the football, but they're going to say he was down. And we're at 154. Curry's going to come to the sideline and get the call. He's going to take his time. I expect 3 more of those from Curry tonight. That could kill the clock. If you're Westport, at least you scored. But again, you've got to stop the mental mistakes. If you're Forest, you won a football game. Curry's in shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, heads over the left side. Brought down immediately. No, he keeps his legs moving. Kid is strong. He's got a strong lower body. That'll set up 3rd down and 4. And that'll stop the clock as Westport calls their final timeout. And it'll be 3rd and 5. And Nick, we were talking during the break. If Westport doesn't win this game, they're going to go 0-10. And there's no way that should have happened. But you look at the rest of their schedule. Next week they're playing Hawthorne. Hawthorne's #1 team in the state.
Right.
For their district. Then they go to Lake Brantley. Then they go to Apopka. Then they go to Evans. Then they go to Ocoee. Then they're at home. They're at home for the Dunellen game. Dunellen is
a
0-2.
winnable game.
No, it's not.
Out of the rest of the season.
Once they get all their guys back from COVID, they're going to be fine. This is a rough game. And if you're Forest, they're in a similar situation if they don't win tonight.
Right.
Because they play Dunellen next week, then they go to Tallahassee, then they go to Leesburg, then they go back to Tallahassee, then they play Hawthorne. They're at Buchholz, who's very good, and then, of course, the rivalry with Vanguard. Curry's going to run straight ahead. He's going to get a 1st down. Still running. Boy, that's a shot in the mouth right there for Westport. The will to win is no longer there. That'll stop the clock temporarily at 1:08. So Forest is going to go on and win this football game behind the legs of Steve Curry, and the offensive blunders in the kicking game or lack thereof for Westport. I don't know what to say other than what I've already said about this. The kicking game has been so terrible for Westport. And I mean, there's no, I get it, they're kids, but you can't kick the ball 6 yards behind you off of a tee. You can't have those bad snaps. You can't have all these mental penalties. Have the officials been good? No, absolutely not. But they didn't cost you the game. You cost yourself the game. And 1:08 left to go. Westport called their final timeout, but it's 1st and 10. They could take 3 knees now, and this ball game is over. As long as they can snap it, and they haven't had a problem with the snap all night. This will be an easy victory. Not hard fought. Lots of mistakes. I don't know if you want to watch the film of this one, ladies and gentlemen, because it's been atrocious. But I want to thank you guys for joining us. Can we stop?
No, it's still going.
Doesn't look like it. All right, but here we are. It's 2nd down and 6. Go ahead and text Dan that we're going to be off right at the top of the hour. So it'll be 2nd down and 15 after the 5-yard penalty for delay of game. There's no reason for Curry to, he'll take one more snap, and that'll be it. And we'll wrap it up at that point. But, again, tough loss for the Wolfpack. Good win for Forest. They got it done at home. And that's a stupid penalty against Westport. And that'll be a 15-yard. You could also get ejected for that. But, again, I don't know what the point of that is, especially if your jersey's that clean. You obviously haven't done anything all night. Why take a 15-yard penalty? Well, what's the point? Show some class. You've lost. Show some class. Instead, it'll be a 1st down for Forest. And 25.6 seconds left. Curry will be underneath the center, I'm sure, for the victory formation. Clock rolls. All he's got to do is snap it. And that'll be the end of this pretty miserable football game.
How long do you want to talk after the game?
We're going to... Oh, I thought it was... What time? I thought it was 9. Sorry. Tell them we'll be off the air at 9:45. More flags because the officials like to talk. Jeez. What are we doing now? Did they end it? They may have ended it. It's because it was getting too chippy. Yep, they called it. That's the end of the... Nope. No, they called a personal foul against Forest. Why? What good does that do? again, that's just such a silly foul. So now the ball, it's over. So they're not even going to shake hands, it looks like. They're just going to run to the locker room. And there's a lot of trash talking going on between a team with one win between them. Now they're going to shake hands. That's better. No reason to end it on a bad note. At least they're allowed to shake hands again. All right, well, that's it. Nick, we're going to come back, put a bow on this one, and head to Hawthorne next week. But the final from Forest High School, Forest Wildcats 15, the Westport Wolfpack 12.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time, wasting valuable time and money? Call or text Just Ship at 352-23840. That's 352-234-3840. Just
WOCA.
Ocala.
Right here. Welcome back. Forest High School. 15-12 is your final. Forest High School wins. Brutal game. More penalties than points. 27 points scored. I'll bet you there was 40 penalties. Easily 40 penalties. Let's talk about it from the Forest Wildcat side. They got to win. They managed to win. I saw some good things. I think Stephen Curry, the way he ran the football was pretty impressive than anything I've seen all year on film. Jamarian Burt was silent except for the one nice catch he made for the touchdown. On the 26-yard catch.
Right.
And the defense did enough.